Yeah, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. What's up, y'all? Good to see you guys here. What's up, Owie? What's going on? Should we try the ballistic? Ooh. This is the first person mode that Fortnite just came out with. It's like Valorant and CS:GO, whatever. I haven't tried it yet. Okie doke, no. Should we try this? 5v5?
Yo, listen, you hear that? Kid is in a jungle. Kid is in a jungle. Kid is in a jungle. A jungle. A jungle.
Honestly, it looks kind of slick. Should we try it, Owie, while we wait for Gnome or whatever? Should we try it? Brother Xiao, what's up? Who's this guy? I guess we added them at some point. The hell is that? Yeah, why don't we give it a shot? Gnome is playing Virus Tycoon or whatever. Let's give it a shot. Sounds good, Brother Xiao. I'll put you in. We can chat. Ba, 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 ba. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. What's up, Brother Show? Hello? 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 Okie doke. Skyline 10, 7 rounds. Attackers plant the Rift Point device at site A or B, buy a primary weapon, shield, gadget, throwables, and credits. Defenders protect the sites. You will swap sides at halftime. Well, I hope I don't make this doesn't make me motion sick. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes. How is everybody? How's everybody's day going? There we go. Flex gadgets. Purchase flex gadgets during the buy phase. Selecting gadget. Throw down a protective bubble impervious to projectiles but short-lived. I guess that's the only one I have to use. It's the only one that's locked. Hello, hello. Oh. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, can you hear
Hey,
me?
yep, I can hear you. What's up?
Cool. Yeah, sometimes Discord gets kind of wonky. I use push to talk, and sometimes I have to run it as an administrator, and other times I don't. It's really weird.
Purchase items. I have $800. I can purchase an instant shield. That's all I can do, really. Bubble. That's all I can do. Plant the device. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the majority of the people. I don't know what's
Is this a
happening.
new game mode?
Yeah, it's something new that they came out with. It's like Valorant, I guess. There's buy phases in between each round, and like you plant the device. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Well, yeah, this map looks
Ah.
like Counter-Strike. So Fortnite is going after Valorant and Counter-Strike's lunch too.
Oh crap, they're behind me. Ah! Oh, I killed one. Oh.
you play Overwatch 1?
Yes, I played a lot of it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to try out Marvel Rivals then. I've been tooling around with that this
Oh, really?
week, and you may enjoy it. Like it's basically Overwatch 1 with Marvel characters,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the only new feature that they added is that they have like how would I say this? It's like group attacks. So like you can like if there's like specific characters on your team and they're nearby and they're near you, you can both do like a combo attack.
Oh.
And I guess they got that from like you know, like fighting games like Marvel versus Capcom or something.
Interesting. Where is it? On Epic? I think I might have it downloaded.
It's on Steam.
Steam?
Yeah.
I think I might have it downloaded.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in early. I think it's early access. They have like 33 characters like available, and
Yeah.
it's actually pretty well done. I was actually surprised. I was kind of expecting it to be like a buggy piece of crap, you know.
Yeah.
But it's yeah, you know, especially since it's from like a. It's actually from the same studio that made Once Human.
Hmm.
NetEase, the Chinese studio.
Yeah, yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
yeah, but they did a really good job. Like it plays fast and really smooth. It's kind of the graphics are kind of like cartoonish, you know, and yeah, it's. I mean, I've only been playing bot games, so, but I'm too old to like be playing like sweaty, sweaty lobbies.
I sent you an invite, Gnome. Oh, I got two, baby! Oh shit. Damn, he got me. I can hear those footsteps really well. I don't know about the other team, like people on my team, but I could hear those footsteps really well. I knew that guy was on the other side. But he got better shots than I did. Oh, I forgot my grenade and stuff too. Ooh, we got stunned. I will say I don't feel any motion sick. I don't know about watching someone play, but for myself when I was playing, I didn't really feel any motion sickness.
Play what?
Just from like the first person view.
Oh, you mean this game?
Yeah, this
Oh, okay.
game, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's the other thing that's different about Marvel Rivals too. Marvel Rivals is in it's in third person, so it's not first person like Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't mind. I feel like I prefer third person stuff now these days.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Because it gives you like a wider field of view, right?
Yeah.
The first person part was actually what turned me off about Overwatch.
Yeah.
They definitely took a lot of inspiration from Overwatch. Like some of the Marvel heroes, you'll be playing it and you'll be like, okay, I know exactly which which Overwatch character they were inspired by. And a couple of the maps are like exactly out of Overwatch 1 too.
Oh, we only have 2 people on our team. The other 2 left, I guess. They ditched. Wow, that was really slow. Got him. Oh crap. Oh, the Christmas tree got me. I wish they wouldn't let you leave the game. Because then we're like heavily disadvantaged now. Like we lost 2 players. So it's like a 5v3. And you can't have new players join the match you're already in. That sucks. I actually never played Valorant either, like just that style of mode I wasn't interested in, like the plantless device and buy phase and all that stuff. I wasn't really interested in that, so I never played that. But
I used to play the crap out of like Counter-Strike like
I never
years
played
and
that
years
either.
and years ago. Yeah, Valorant was inspired by Counter-Strike. basically like the snowballing effect is like if you get if you get kills, you get money, and then
Yeah.
and if you got a lot of money, then you could buy better guns, and that was kind of like how you kind of snowballed.
I hated Valorant. The lack of SBMM makes it horrific today. Yeah. I don't like the pressure. Like, I don't like like we're all watching this guy. I don't like that pressure of people watching me play. It makes it like, I don't know, it makes me nervous. Played Counter-Strike during beta, didn't like that game mode. Alright, I'm leaving. Sorry guys. GG. Rip.
Yeah, I mean back then, and when I say back then, I mean I'm talking like 2001.
I was gonna say 1999.
Yeah, yeah. I mean Counter-Strike was novel in that it was, it was like team based. And then not long after Counter-Strike became popular, that's when Team Fortress 2 became popular, and that's the first game that I remember anyway that introduced roles.
Yeah, I never played those games. Alright, Gnome, I hope you're ready. The OG. Overwatch is basically Team Fortress with more roles. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Overwatch was definitely Team Fortress.
Okay.
Team Fortress is kind of like the original hero shooter.
But yeah, I did enjoy Overwatch 1 like a lot. I didn't really play that much of Overwatch 2. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I don't think I really streamed it at all. Overwatch. I was the Battle Mercy.
The Battle Mercy.
I was the healer, but then I also like killed people too. Raven. Retail row. Oh yeah.
And all the sweaty tryhards, they played what, Genji or the other dude with the arrow.
Oh yeah, the guy with the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon arrow. I can't remember his name. I always played the guy with the shield because otherwise I would die like in 5 seconds.
Reinhardt, the big guy.
Yeah, that guy was like super tanky, and I was like, oh. When I play this guy, I last about 10 seconds before I die.
Oh yeah, I loved healing the tanks. Yeah, people really liked playing with me. Like I had like a group that I randomly kind of joined like to play competitive because they really liked my healing style because I actually healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just don't like healing for some reason. But I actually enjoyed it and I actually did my part.
Yeah, the sweaty tryhards are always about like, big flashy numbers and, like play of the game and all that kind of stuff. And I was always like, what killed me? I have no idea what just happened.
Alright, I got a gun at least. Oh yeah. crap. I keep on killing all those other guys, but I didn't kill the last guy. Damn it. Sorry, Gnome. So when are you gonna install, reinstall Fortnite?
Oh man. Oh man.
I'm gonna text Cooper's dad. Be like, I'm telling chat that I'm trying to convince you to carry us in Fortnite.
Well, I mean, the fact that he used to play Destiny and all that, you know, and
That actually,
whatever.
yeah, that surpassed my expectations. Not that it really did, but that kind of surprised me.
Yeah, but it does mean that they have a gaming PC, right?
Well,
Cooper's
they
dad
had
is
something. Well, he played on Xbox.
all right, then maybe he's not that much of a gamer.
He did say PC is superior because I told him that I like he asked me what console I played on or whatever if I played on Xbox, which you know a long time ago I did. I have played on all the consoles basically, and I told him I play on PC now, and he was like, well that's you know more superior. I was like, yeah it is. So he knows PC is better at least. All right.
See, we all knew that the Sunday play date was going to turn into
That lasted 5 minutes at most.
into besties.
Did I tell you that?
The play date
Yeah.
was 5. No, I know.
Yeah, it lasted like
I've been
5
busy, I
minutes.
was busy this week.
Oh,
What
okay.
happened?
Yeah, no, it like lasted like 5 minutes because so Cooper, right, the dog, the chocolate lab, he had torn his ACL recently-ish, I guess. I actually don't really know when. I should ask him next time. But
Wow, sports injury.
yeah, he actually like tore it recently, and I knew that they didn't want to super play with Raven because he doesn't want to like you know re-injure it, right? Like while he's recovering. So he initially actually said no to my playdate offer. He was like, well, I just take him to the daycare stop, and I was like, well, we're just gonna like go to the tennis court and let them run around. Like we're not gonna be like you know have a schedule of what they're doing. It's just you know just let them run around instead of having the leashes tethered to us basically. And then he was like, oh okay, all right, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, that only lasted like 3 minutes, no joke, no more than 5 minutes. But no, they were cute though. They ran around. I brought a ball. I brought a stick. And Cooper got the ball, and then Raven just like kind of just tagged along with him, and they just jumped on each other, and it was just pretty cute.
And then was that
And
that
then
when you were like, hey, so do you game?
no, I asked him a couple days ago, I think. I don't remember how it came up. Oh, I think it was he was asking like what I do for work and stuff, and we were just talking about that. But yeah.
Besties. Or what do kids say these days?
I don't know,
Oh,
actually.
Ride or dies.
Oh, right. No, that's old. I'm pretty sure that's old.
Really? Ride or dies old?
I feel
Oh
like
my
that's not new.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
shotgun. I feel like that's definitely not new. Oh my god. Shot this guy like 5 times.
That reminds me, like a few years ago, I was like telling my coworkers, I was like, hey, yeah, I heard these kids, you know, they're
Suck it,
saying some
loser.
new slang. They're saying some new slang. And they're like, yeah, oh yeah, what'd they say? And I was like, oh yeah, they were calling each other basic. And they were like, where have you been?
Yeah, that's kind of old too. Oh.
Well, it's new to me, okay?
Yeah, no, Cooper's dad was saying that he, I forget what he said he played, and then he had like this young kid guide him, and he was basically like asking the kid like, how are you doing this? And I was like, okay, yeah, and that made me instantly think of Ghosts, like when he's playing, Fortnite with us, like, how are you doing this? How are you getting like 30 kills and I'm struggling to get, you know, like 2 kills every game? It's just being young. Fast reaction time. You got good eyes,
Yeah.
and you can just react fast. I mean, obviously there's a skill level as well, but the difference there really is just a reaction time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, nowadays I have like the reaction time of like a lethargic sloth.
Crap. Ah. Took me 10 minutes to find a gun. It'll probably take you another 20 minutes to find shield in this mode. I don't know if you know that, Gnome, but there's not a whole lot of shield in OG, apparently. I certainly didn't know. But no, yeah, Cooper's dad said he has Twitch. He says he has Twitch.
He has Twitch.
Yeah, I told him I stream on Twitch, and he was like, "Oh, I have Twitch." I didn't ask him beyond that. Like, do you actually use Twitch? Or, like, do you just have an account? You used to use it. Do you still use it? What do you watch? You know, hot tub streams. I don't know. Like, I don't know what he watches on there. But I didn't ask him. I didn't necessarily tell him my name, and I think if he stalked hard enough, he would be able to find this channel. I think. We added each other on Telegram, and I guess my username on there is this username, my usual username. So so if you just kind of type that in somewhere, like he would find me. I don't know that I'm interested in telling him how to find me on Twitch. I think that might be a little much, maybe. Not that I really do anything weird or anything on here, so I guess it doesn't really matter either way.
Well, I mean, make sure he's not like, you know, like a raging psychopath first.
I don't think he is. I mean, not more than you guys, right? I mean,
Wait, what?
I mean, to be fair, he probably knows more about me than I know about you guys.
Well, I'll have you know, I've been told I am an upstanding citizen.
By your mom, or? No, I wouldn't be worried of telling him about my channel. It's just, I don't know. Oh, God. GG, Gnome. I'm not even sure if he would be interested in watching. I told him basically, like, we just talk about life. We just chat. I let people know that I'm not good. Like, don't expect me to be good at wherever I'm playing. It's more just the, sort of like the community that I try to provide. Is what I do here.
Yeah, we don't come here because you're a pro gamer.
Exactly. Exactly.
We come here because Ghost is a pro gamer.
Exactly. And then in connection, I'm a semi-pro gamer.
Yes, by extension.
Exactly. That's shotgun though. It's hard in the OG.
Well, Cooper's dad has the most important characteristic amongst, this, like, your audience and Cooper's dad, and it's the fact that he has Cooper.
I know, right? Yeah, it's like I haven't told him yet that I've talked about you guys. I'm about to tell him next time. Be like, you want to know something funny? Something funny was we actually asked 8-Ball if I should arrange a play date with Cooper by asking 8-Ball like what its answer may be before actually even deciding.
That's funny. It sounds like it's like what? You went to a fortune teller about me?
Yeah, exactly. I think he
We're
probably
like, no,
laughed, to be honest.
We went to 8-Ball.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a big
8-Ball.
difference.
I'll be like, that little ball thing that people used to shake with random answers? Yeah, we have a online version of that we asked. Yeah, apparently he's a little bit tinfoil. Apparently.
Tinfoil? What does that mean?
Like paranoid, like conspiracy theorist type stuff.
Oh, as in like the lizard people rule the world.
Something, I don't know. I'm not sure the exact details. But he said some stuff yesterday and I messaged him. I was like, tinfoil much? And then,
Let me guess. He's like, he's thinking those drones over New York City were aliens.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, probably. I haven't asked him about the those yet, but yeah, probably. But
well, that's what people online were saying. They're like, "Oh my gosh,
yeah,
conspiracy!"
Yeah, he was like, "Yep, definitely tinfoil." He said that you can name any conspiracy, and he's probably bought into it. So this morning when I saw him on the walk, he was waiting for us as we were coming down the street. The first thing I said to him, I was like, "Man, I can see that glint off of your tinfoil hat from all the way up there."
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
And okay, so remember how we were talking about the Christmas cards earlier this week? If I should get the neighbor dogs Christmas cards, and if it would be like creepy and weird if I sent them one. And despite what 8-Ball has said, I thought it wouldn't be creepy, so I got Christmas cards for like basically the three group of dog people that we've been talking to, like be friendly with basically on our walks. And Cooper is definitely one of the people that I am sending a card to. And I finished writing those 3 dog cards today, and oh my god, my hands hurt after writing in the cards because I never write anything anymore. But I left a little note in there. It's just like I left I have the folding card. I have like a personalized card, so it's got like Raven's pictures and stuff, and it's a folding card. So there's on the inside it's 2 empty spots, so that I could write stuff, and the back is some more pictures and like, some goofy stuff, basically goofy pictures. And on the inside I wrote for the dogs, it was basically just like whatever the dog's name is, and then I said thanks for welcoming me to the neighborhood. Just something pretty casual but sincere, because they've been really nice to us. And on the right side, I wrote a more personal note for the people. Ooh. Oh, God. One more hit. Hold on. Where'd he go?
Well, you should have gotten with the times and gotten ChatGPT to write it for you.
So actually, I was looking at one of the websites, like Hallmark or something, had one that was like, generate the message for you. Like, what do you want to say? And then hit the button to generate the message for you. But on the right, I basically said, thanks for your kindness and friendship. And then to the 2 old people that didn't have my phone number, I basically wrote, if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate. Here's my phone number. And I signed with our names. But that's basically the cards I put down for them. I thought it was nice. I thought it'd be nice.
There's a guy at work that ever since ChatGPT, became publicly available, like he started using
Oh my God.
ChatGPT to like write his emails
Really?
and stuff. And it's kind of like an informal game that my team plays. We're like, oh, did Andy really write this email, or did he get ChatGPT to do it? And then it's kind of like tongue in cheek because we can always tell when ChatGPT does it because it's grammatically correct and actually kind of makes sense. Like the rest of the time, like his emails and his messages, his team's messages and stuff, they're like an incoherent mess most of the time.
Your poor coworker. Poor guy.
Well, we don't feel that bad for him. But yeah, he's like one of those AI is going to change the world, and we're getting towards like a robot singularity where Terminators are coming.
Okay, that sounds like Cooper's dad, I think. I sent him DT told me to send him there's a music video by Weird Al Yankovic. It's called The Foil, I think. It came out several years ago, so you guys probably know it. Yeah. So I sent that to him. He had never seen it before, so he got a chuckle out of that one.
I mean, is he aware that you're like making fun of him?
I'm not making fun of him. I'm just, it's all in jest.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like I'm making fun of him behind his back. I'm like doing it to his face and he's fine.
Well, see, that makes it better,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like talking shit behind his back. Oh, no, definitely not. No, like I've messaged him these exact things I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows. I have no opinion on it, to be honest. I mean, you can believe whatever you want. It's fine. I don't generally make fun of people for believing in what they believe in. I'm fine.
Really? What about like I don't know, flat earthers?
I mean, if that's what you want to believe, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, okay, so I was on the, like, gun forums before, and yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them were conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy nuts, yeah.
So I'm used to, like I said, I'm pretty neutral in terms of, like, everything. Politically speaking, and just kind of all the kind of views. I'm pretty neutral. I have my leans towards certain directions, but I'm pretty neutral, and like I said, I can pretty much get along with most people. And it's fine. I don't care. Whatever.
Well, just so you're aware, the Earth is flat, right?
I mean,
I'm
video, it didn't happen. Oh my god. Hit him 3 times, it didn't kill him. It would actually probably be entertaining if he was in chat.
You should ask him if he has Discord.
I did. I asked him, I was like, I have a funny gift to send you. Do you have Discord or like some other like chat app? Is how it happened before. And he was like, well, I have Discord and I have Telegram for like crypto stuff. Like it has like the Bitcoins, I guess, for fun.
Oh yeah, the people that use Telegram, those are the conspiracy theorists, right? Because they think that like WhatsApp and everything else is like tapped and stuff.
It probably is.
Yeah, but probably so is Telegram.
I mean, everything is, right? Probably.
Anything that goes through a network.
Yeah, anything that's like online.
It's already tapped, yeah. Like anything that goes through like any internet service provider in the US.
Oh my god.
Definitely has a backdoor in it. that reminds me. So I had my I attended my my company Christmas party. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
really wasn't much of a Christmas party. My one of the directors like flew
Mm-hmm.
down to
Yeah.
Houston
Yep.
and then just had a got a reservation at a steakhouse for those of us
Mm-hmm.
who live down here.
Yep.
And he was one of my coworkers. He went like he's huge into AI and crypto.
We were just talking about
And
AI stuff.
and he just kept talking. He
Yeah.
just kept saying, and in front of the director, by the way, he kept saying, he's like, "Oh, I'm in the process of using AI to write this NFT game, and you will know, you'll know that when I hit it big, when my resignation like hits your desk, you know." And I'm like, "What?
Bro.
Like, I'm like, why are you,
I feel
why
like
are
you
you
shouldn't
saying
be
that
telling
directly to
this.
the
Yeah.
boss? You know?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then he even went a little bit further. He was like, "Yeah, I even programmed this thing, on my own personal PC, like, during work hours when I have
During
nothing to
work
do."
hours.
And I
Oh
was
my
just
god.
sitting there like, this is so crazy. But I mean, that guy was like totally bought in. He was trying to get all of us to understand that, like,
Mm.
he's like, you're all, he's like, if I have it my way, I'm going to automate all your jobs and I don't care if you get laid off, right? And we're like, dude,
Wow.
I don't think we want to be friends with you
Yeah.
anymore. And then he's like, and you, he's like, and he's talking to me, right? And he's like, and he's like, yeah, and one of these days I'm going to get you to come and work for me. And I'm like, yeah,
No thanks.
good luck.
That's funny. That's crazy. So speaking of AI, crazy, whatever. We've been watching the show on Netflix. It is called The Gritty's back in the shop. It's called Pantheon. Has anyone heard of the show? It's on Netflix. It's an animated series.
No.
It's about like a teenager that loses her dad, and her dad's like mind gets uploaded, and his physical body is no longer there, but his mind is like on a server basically, and she can interact with him through like VR and stuff like that basically. And there's like a couple of companies like in the show that they're doing this to various people, and it's like they're doing it like against their will sometimes, or other people are like, they're on their deathbed. It's like, well, we could still save you, sort of, and then they like, give them like a lobotomy to like scan their brain. It's like it's really creepy. You should check it out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But it's kind of like AI, kind of. It's kind of cyberpunk-ish, kind of a. It's definitely not a thriller, but it's like, it's a very, very odd concept, but very interesting. I don't know. I told Cooper's dad to check it out. Meanwhile, he told me to check out Silicon Valley. I don't know.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, the TV series, I guess.
Did you ever watch that?
No, I didn't. I've heard of it, but I never watched it. But he said it's like his one of his all-time favorites.
Yeah, it's like the humor in there. It's like the dry humor, like The Office. It's like that.
I like The Office. I love The Office, actually.
It is pretty funny.
I might like it then, actually, if it's like The Office, 'cause I love The Office.
Yeah.
The Office is so good. So good.
Yeah, the only thing is that like the characters in Silicon Valley, like, well, I would say that they're not quite as over the top, and like the humor is a little bit more intelligent. It's not as like slapstick as The Office, but it's similar humor. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. It's on like Max, I guess.
Yeah, it originally aired on HBO.
Yeah, so I added it to my list, so I'll check it out sometime. Got my shotgun ready. Toilet factory. But yeah, he seems like a pretty cool guy. I've not met his wife. But I told them that we should get breakfast sometime together because apparently they've been to the breakfast place that we really like going, and they used to go a lot too apparently. So we'll see.
Bestie.
Maybe. It's actually
I mean,
refreshing. Actually,
they're already on the credit. They're already on the Christmas card list.
yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I've never actually sent out Christmas cards before. This is the first time. My first time sending out Christmas cards.
And they're signed by Raven.
Exactly. Half of it is at least. Yeah, no, yeah, it's been really refreshing to talk to people like in person.
Actually know a neighbor.
Yeah, well, so we have a couple of neighbors surrounding us that we're like friendly with, but honestly, I feel like I know these dog neighbors more than I know my neighbors adjacent to me. Just because like my neighbors adjacent to me were just like, hey, how's it going, whatever, and then a couple like because I'm in and out at the house, so it's like, hi, what's going on, and then I'm on my and like I can't stay for 10 minutes to talk because I'm on my way inside to do something, or I'm on my way out the door to go somewhere. So it's like, hey, how's it going, and then see you later. But whereas the other people is I'm out for a walk with Raven, so like I have like that allotted time. I can do whatever I want, either walk and not talk or stand there and talk to somebody while we're walking or something, right? Or walk together. So we have a lot more time like that to actually talk to people. So these people, like, I've gotten to know them quite a bit better than my actual adjacent neighbors. But it's been really nice to be able to just talk to people in person. Because a lot of my interaction with people is like in text or like video chatting. Like online, and so it's really nice to be face to face with people, I guess. Especially like because I don't have any friends here. I literally don't have any friends here, other than people that I know that are my neighbors. So
yeah,
it's been nice.
So really it's the fact that you guys have context, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from like proximity, your neighbors are like, you know, oh, she lives next door to us. I should probably learn her name just in case, right?
Right. Yeah.
Whereas like with Cooper's dad, it's like, oh well, my dog likes your dog. They're not trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
So
they're like best friends.
We should make some awkward
We
conversation.
should probably be friends.
Yeah.
And then there's another dog named Nellie that Raven is. I think she like tolerates that dog. They don't play or anything. They just smell each other. They don't bark or growl at each other. But that's basically it. And the guy that owns her is like an older guy, and he's married. And I've met both the wife and the guy together and separately, and they're very nice. The guy, he's kind of like the gentle old grandpa dude talking to you type guy. He's very nice. Very sweet, very nice. And whenever they see us, they also wait for us too. Like wait for us to come, you know, to the intersection or whatever. And same thing for us. If I see them, I'll wait for them too. Or I'll wave to them like from down the street or whatever. And when I stumbled upon their house on Sunday, I stayed there and talked to them for like 5 or 10 minutes. Raven was like trying to go into their driveway, their garage rather. I'm like, no, you don't live there. Stay out here. But yeah, no, there's some really nice people around, and it's refreshing because there are some people that are not as nice. So the people that we have been talking to really stand out ahead of the people
so you
that
mean other people that have dogs that are not as nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll just try to like wave to them, like we're walking towards each other, right? Like on the sidewalk, or just they're on the street, I'm on the sidewalk. We're basically walking towards each other, past each other, and they have a dog, I have a dog. I'm just trying to wave, hi, like good morning, right? I see them like almost every day. It's like, hi, good morning, but they don't look at you. They don't look at me. They just like look straight. Like they don't want to interact at all. I'm not saying our dogs need to sniff, but I'm just like trying to say hello, like as a friendly neighbor person, basically. But some people just don't. They don't want to. So like I said, I really enjoy the people that do take the time to be friendly with us. there have been I can think of three different people that just ignore us, completely ignore us. They ignore and avoid, or avoid.
They like cross the street when they see you.
I mean, I don't mind them crossing the street because I totally get it. Because their dog might be reactive. They might think my dog is reactive. So they don't want to be in close proximity. But even then, I feel like they could still just give a wave. You know, shake your head a little bit or something, right? Just as an acknowledgement of existence in the same neighborhood. But maybe that's too much to expect. I don't know. I don't know, man. It sounds like,
yeah. It sounds like, hey, we're neighbors and we both have dogs. We should be friends.
We don't need to be friends. I just want to say hey.
Yeah, you do.
I just want to say hey. There was one lady that I literally waved to 3 times before. She did not look up once. I stopped waving at her. In fact, I started going earlier so I would not have to be in the predicament. And yeah, I don't know. It's funny.
It's funny to hear you talk about it. It's like you're going through your own personal social experiment.
It is.
It's
I'm
like,
like,
whoa.
how many people are gonna wave to me today?
Exactly.
How many
like
people?
how many are going to acknowledge the fact that I too have a dog?
Right? Exactly.
It's like, hey, I'm one of you. I'm one of the cool kids.
Where are all the boxes? Hey, Prey. What's going on, Prey? How you doing, Prey? You're up late. It's good to see you, Prey. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, there was a one guy that I talked to today that I've actually see almost every single time we go walking. It's just we just cross paths, right? It's just the route. It's just the same route. And we go at the same time. And I've said hi to this guy before. And Raven recognizes him because she seems like she wants to pull towards him and wants to like meet him. So at one point I was like, okay, you got like, do you want to meet her? And he was like, oh yeah, of course. And I don't normally be like, oh, check out my dog, whatever, right? But it seemed like we had seen each other many times already, and it seemed like Raven wanted to meet him, and he was kind of interested as well. So I had them meet, and it went fine. And like I said, every single time we see him, I'll wave to him, and sometimes Raven will go to him, but sometimes she's distracted too by whatever that's happening. And he has a non-American accent. So I finally today I asked him, where are you from? Because clearly you're not from America. And he said he was from New Zealand.
New Zealand. He's a Kiwi.
I don't know what a Kiwi is. I guess that's what
That's how they say Kiwi, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like the thing you have to learn with Australians and especially the New Zealanders, like their vowels are like shifted.
So his wasn't too bad because I guess he's been out of New Zealand for a while. Yeah. He said he's been in this area since like '98. So like he didn't sound like like I was gonna guess UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if his accent softens, then he'll sound British.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise their vowels all shift. So when they cannot say when they say the number 6, they can't really say it. And then they don't say Kiwi, they say Kiwi.
Yeah, I would have been like, what would you say? Yeah, I don't think I've ever spoken to anybody from New Zealand, so I would not understand them very well at all. But yeah, no, we were talking today, and I finally asked him his name because, like I said, we see each other like almost every day. So I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, I'm sure he lives in the area because I see him every day walking. And he doesn't live too far from me, just a couple minutes away. Not in my you know, immediate vicinity, but across the street, nearby still.
My cousin, he got a golden retriever like years and years ago. Like he was like he had just finished med school and then he was doing his postdoc, right? And when he was doing his postdoc, he'd always wanted to get a dog.
Yeah.
So he got like a golden retriever puppy. And he was telling me, he was like, dude, if you ever want to meet women, get a dog. He's like, women will run up to you, and then they'll sit there and fall in love with your dog, right?
And then you may as well make a conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And he was just and then what that reminded me of is there was another guy that I knew back in college. The guy did not play a guitar, but he bought a guitar, and then he would carry it around with him, like on campus, like walking from class to class.
Yeah.
And then every so often he'd sit under a tree, and he would not even take the guitar out. He would sit under the tree, with his books and stuff.
Did it work?
And then girls would be like, "Oh my gosh, do you play?" And he'd be like, yeah, I do, but I'm too busy, and then they would sit there and they would start talking to him and stuff like that. And he said that
funny.
and we were like, where did you hear this from? And he said that he had learned from his cousin that that a guitar is one of those things that girls that get a lot of attention from girls. Yeah. So I mean, that one I didn't feel quite as bad. There was a guy in my freshman dorm, my first year, that I may have told you about this already. But this guy was like I don't think he was a psychology major, but he spent a lot of time like reading about pop psychology, and what he would do is that he would this is back in the day, right? He would make these mix CDs, and he would hand out mix CDs to like the girls that he liked. And then what he would do is that he would intersperse, like back then the mix CDs, from MP3s and whatnot, you could get like, I don't know, 12, 15 songs, on a CD.
Yeah.
And back then, like in my age anyway, it's like if you had a CD burner, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, that guy's got a burner."
Yeah.
And and so he would pick certain songs, like for example, like the girl that he liked the most on our floor, there was like 15 songs, but 4 of them were Oasis Wonderwall, right? And then there was another girl that he really liked, and then 4 of the songs out of the 12 or 15 or something, were like, I can't remember, like were like Marilyn Manson or something, right? And his whole thing was that he wanted those girls, when they listened to that song, to think of him subconsciously. And when he was telling us this, we were like, that sounds so crappy. Like,
That's like, that's messed up.
Yeah, it's like brainwashing, right?
Yeah.
And he did it intentionally, and then he was just like, so this way, like if they're walking through the mall, or they're
that's a little
they're
excessive.
flipping through the radio stations, and then they hear the song, they're gonna think of him. And I was like, wow, dude, you are a piece of crap,
Yeah, that's a little much.
I guess it's a lot harder to do something like that, to meet people with a cat, right?
I mean, you could.
Because you don't have to walk the cat.
You could walk the cat. I think Alpine walks his cat, he said. He said, my neighbors probably know me as the guy that walks a cat on a leash. That actually would attract a lot of people, not even just, people you want, just probably just anybody, just because it's so uncommon.
Oh, and the thing with my cousin, even though he got the dog and whatnot, like he had a girlfriend, so he unfortunately could not take advantage of all the attention that he got on campus during his postdoc.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I myself have never been like, you know, like a dog person, so.
I don't disagree though. Yeah, I've never talked to so many people in my life. And I go running and I go walking, whatever, right? I've never talked to so many people in my life that I didn't know beforehand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have like you kind of have like two aspects of commonality with them, right? Like you live in the same neighborhood and you know, you
Yeah.
have dogs.
Yeah.
And, you know, so like the proximity thing is, you know, it's a lot easier since you're all in the same neighborhood. I mean, as far as like those of us that you chat with on Twitch and whatnot, it's like the only thing we have in common is Twitch.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing in common is like the game we're playing, at least at the beginning. Because like you both like Fortnite and that's why you're here maybe. But after a while, maybe you don't even like Fortnite, but you were here already anyway, and you're just continuing to stay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my whole thing was, you know, I joined the community because of Division 2. I was like,
Yeah, well,
hey,
a lot
Minnie,
of
should I
people
buy
did.
this game?
Yeah, a lot
Should
of
I buy
people
this
did.
game? You're like, yeah, you should buy the game. And I was like, okay. And then I was like super addicted.
Got
And then
him.
you're like, yeah, man, you should install Fortnite.
You
And I'm
should.
like, I don't know
I'm just gonna
I'm like,
say
I
it
don't know what's
again.
going on. I don't know what's. But to my credit though, I mean, I totally beat Once Human, so I'm
There
pretty
you
awesome
go.
that way. I didn't really beat Once Human. I think that was understood though.
Did you finish the story though?
Well, I finished the story up to the DLC, the patch that I you know, before I uninstalled it. Yeah. So I basically played up until the part where you had to go to like the hot area, so you had to get like the heat resist, and then I was too lazy to figure out how to do the heat resist and uninstalled.
They probably explained it decently well. I just didn't read it or listen or anything. But yeah, it was a little kind of. You kind of have to like look it up, and then there's more than one thing you can do to do heat resist. As in, you need multiple things, I think, to be able to have that heat resist that you might want for the deeper areas, the hotter areas.
Yeah, I mean, and then at that point in time, I was kind of like, well, you know, every single piece of content that they've put out was pretty much the same. Like, it was just rehashes of the same content over and over again. And I was just kind of getting burnt out of it.
But that's what happens when you play 69 hours of it every 2 days, whereas I'm not playing it like every day. So then I kind of drag it out a little bit, I guess.
I see that as an efficient use of my time, okay? Lately, though, work has been a real bear, so I haven't really been able to game too much.
Oh, really? Like just trying to meet deadlines before the end of the year or something else?
Yeah, I mean, you know how IT works, right?
Yeah,
like everybody's
yeah.
like, they're like, oh my gosh, we have to finish this before the code freeze and do this and do that.
Yep. I do. I don't know if you guys knew, but I was a web developer in my past life. I built websites.
Did you use like, I mean, I don't know what kind of technologies like you used, but I'm guessing for you it's probably like what, Angular for JavaScript, before Node.js and React?
Yeah, JavaScript. A little bit of Angular. That kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
HTML, CSS. That kind of stuff.
Well, I might not know how old you are, but I definitely have you pegged in terms of technology timeline.
Carry me, gnome! Carry me! Well, Oh my god, bro. GG. Nice job, Gnome. Ding, 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 ding.
The software that I work on for my company was coded 19 years ago. Like,
Wow.
the pages are in ASPX.
Wow.
And a
That's
lot of the
old.
pages are written in ASP.NET. And
Yeah.
so, like, we try to get front-end web developers to come in, and of course,
Modernize.
like, yeah, well, I mean, of course, well, we just want them to support the
Yeah, yeah.
to support this old technology.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
want them to we don't want them to refactor it yet.
Yeah,
And like, a lot of your like your younger kids, the ones that have like between 5 and 10 years of experience, they've never even seen ASP. They've never even seen active server
Nice
pages.
job, Gnome.
Like, it
Thank you.
doesn't exist to them because
Yeah, yeah.
they were like literal babies
Yeah.
when this stuff came out. But that's just kind of the way banks work, right? Banks are like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But then eventually, like, the technology gets so old
Oh,
that
yeah.
just maintaining it
Yeah, it's a pain in the
becomes a
ass.
chore because you can't
Yeah.
find anybody that has experience in the old
Right.
technology anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And then, like, when you do get somebody good, the very first thing they do is that they train themselves on the newer stuff like Node.js, and React, and whatever. Like, Angular's already like getting phased out now.
Yeah.
And then once they learn the new packages, they go find, they might not necessarily even get paid more, but they want to work with technologies that will get them the next job and the next job after that. And active server pages is not going to get you,
Right, yeah.
is not going to do that for you.
Yeah, I worked with a little bit of the Node.js stuff actually too. What else we got in the shop? Christmas stuff. 800 V-Bucks for this? Alright, I'll get this one. Or why not? I have V-Bucks to burn. We're in the holiday spirit. Also, I got Christmas cards. I didn't do holiday cards. I did write Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays in my cards. I feel like the having it say Merry Christmas would be appreciated amongst the clientele that I'm sending the cards to. But I could be wrong as well. Ooh.
You should have an IRL doggo playdate stream.
Like a just
Be
set
like,
up
hey,
like
this is Cooper, and if you like what you see, and this is Raven, if you
job
like
dollar.
what you see, smash that like and subscribe. I'll give you a shout out.
Sometimes I watch this Twitch channel. I don't watch Twitch, okay, generally speaking. But I follow a channel on Twitch that's just like this ping pong channel. No one else watches it. I swear to God, I'm the only one that watches it sometimes. It's always usually one viewer, and it's me. It's like this guy sets up a camera in the corner of the room, like, or the gymnasium or wherever they are at, and he doesn't talk to the camera. He doesn't read chat. It's just like a CCTV of a weekend old people playing ping pong. And it's very entertaining for me because, like, I like ping pong, and these old people, they're like actually really good. They're really good. They move pretty fast. Thank you, Gnome.
Yeah, I saw something like what was it? I can't remember the name of guy, but there's like some guy on YouTube, and that who I guess he specializes. I can't remember the guy's name, but he actually runs like a talent agency for like
Oh,
streamers and
sorry.
YouTubers.
I thought that was queuing. Sorry,
And
my
apparently
bad.
he's quite popular, and he's like based in Seattle or something like that. But he was, so yeah, a couple of years ago, I came across his video on YouTube, where he was like giving advice to wannabe like people that were starting to build their brand as like as influencers. And you know, he was talking about how like there's basically three ways to build an audience regardless of what social media platform you're on, right? So
Yeah.
he's talking about YouTube and Twitch and Instagram and whatever. One of them was, you know, the first one was like, you know, you have to, you know, was to be entertaining,
Hmm.
or, you know, entertaining. And he kind of like, he put good looking. He kind of like bucketed being good looking in that same one. You know, he's like, oh well, people have different ideas of entertainment, and so like some people are entertained by edgy, you know, edginess, and other
Hmm.
people are
Right.
entertained by hot tub streams, that kind of thing, right?
Right.
And he said the second way is that like you're like unquestionably like, you know, one of the best at what you do, right? So like if you're a pro gamer at
Hmm.
League of
Right.
Legends, you don't even have to be entertaining. People will dial in because you're
Because you're
faker,
good. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
just want to see you play. You don't even have to talk or interact with the chat. People just want to see,
Right.
you know,
Right.
see you play at the highest level. And then the third one,
We're not there
which
here.
is what which is what you just reminded me of. He said that like, you know, he said that you have, or he's like number three, or you find a niche that is so obscure that people cannot take their eyes off of it,
Hmm.
right? And so his example for that was like, I can't remember, like 2 or 3 years ago, and I wasn't even aware of this, but apparently like glass blowing became like super huge on Instagram and Twitch.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like thousands of people were just, you know, were watching, you know, they were watching this, we were watching that stuff,
I mean, that
right?
would be entertaining. I think. I feel like.
Yeah, and then, you know, and he showed a clip of it, right? It's just like these people, like, you know, they're doing glass blowing, and they're taking like the molten glass like out of the furnace, right? And it's wrapped around that steel pole, you know, and it's all like rainbow colored and all swirly and whatnot before they actually shape it into whatever they're shaping it to. And yeah, and then like occasionally stuff like that goes viral, and then that's how like, you know, that's how those streams get like tons and tons of followers. So so for your old person ping pong stream, maybe one day, you know, it'll go viral on TikTok or something.
Maybe. Yeah. No one else watches that. Like no one cares.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the video itself was really interesting because like I had never really, well, I mean, come on, let's face it, like I'm like far out of the demographic, you know, about, you know, to turn into some type of like social media influencer. But
You never know.
apparently there are people out there that have studied this stuff, studied this phenomenon the past like 10, I don't know, 12 years or so, and like, you know, have actually put a lot of thought into like how to strategize like building your brand and like gaining a following stuff, right? Like, and you see a lot of it with like, oh yeah, well, once you start your YouTube channel, you also have to open a Discord, right? And then
Yeah, like
and
multi-platforms.
yeah, you have a Discord where people can interact with you, right? And then and if you're on Instagram or TikTok or something, like aside from having the Discord, you know, you start setting up some type of class, you know,
Class.
which
A
is like a
master
borderline
class. Oh.
yeah, master class, which is like a borderline scam, right? Like, you know, like Minnie's lesson to
Hard
potty
blue screen
train, you know,
crash.
to potty train a
That
dog,
sucks. I'm
right?
sorry.
You
No.
know,
Are you coming back though?
five
I
easy
hope so.
payments of $50 each, but it actually turns out to be like a 5-minute Instagram reel. Like, okay, this is how you potty train your dog, and I'll even give you a 30-minute Zoom call.
Oh
you
my
know?
god. One-on-one.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny. I was like, while I was watching that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am too old for this. Like, like my eyes were glazing over just like, you know, just watching that video. I wish I could remember the guy's name, but
I'm dead.
yeah, apparently his agency has like some really huge streamers on it. Like Amaranth is signed to his agency, and I can't remember who else. Yeah, he has some really huge streamers, and I was like, wow. Twitch streamers have and YouTubers have like you know, they have agents like like movie stars do.
I mean, if they're big enough, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Managers and everything, yeah, exactly.
And that's what he does for them. He like negotiates, you know, he negotiates like sponsorship deals for them, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And then he'll negotiate their contracts with Twitch and YouTube to try to get them a bigger cut and stuff like that. And then for his services, you know, he gets like 6%.
Oh no, double team. Dude, the shotgun hits hard.
most crazy thing I saw recently was and was the Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah.
And I'd actually heard about her like way after everybody else did.
Me
right?
too, actually.
Like,
Oh,
she went
shit,
super
we're dead.
viral. But apparently this week, was it this week or maybe it was late last week? She issued a crypto coin. You know, and so basically her followers on whatever platform like exploded, right? And you know, and all her followers were like telling her like, you know, how pretty she is, you know, and that, you know, that she should you know, and if she's really into crypto, which she is, you know, that she should issue a coin and stuff like that. And yeah, you can see where this is going. Like she and some quote unquote investors, they issued a coin last week,
Right.
and it literally like, so it spiked, right? Because all of her followers started buying it, and then the value completely crashed. Like she and her investors basically rug pulled her followers for $3 million in one day. And it's because like they were charging transaction fees for people that wanted to buy her coin.
Wow.
And yeah, she just basically like stole $3 million from her followers, you know.
I mean,
And I was like, wow,
crazy.
really? Like all she did was have like one viral TikTok where she was interviewed and she said Hawk Tua, and then she got millions of followers, and then she I mean, a part of me is actually kind of impressed, you know.
Like, why couldn't that happen to me? Why
Well,
couldn't
no,
I
no,
do
no.
that?
I mean, like, I'm impressed
That's
that
all it
like
takes?
people, yeah, like I'm impressed that like people, you know, saw that viral video, found her on Instagram, you know,
What's up,
decided to
Happy
follow
National
her,
Cocoa
you know,
Day.
maybe,
I already
and
knew
I
that,
don't know to what
actually.
extent they actually
What's
interacted
up,
with
Al? How
her.
you doing?
But then, you know, to be convinced enough that if she issued a crypto coin that they should buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then yeah, so her coin is worth nothing now, but she pocketed $3 million, and I was
A lot
like,
of money.
what the heck? Like, you know, just from saying Hawk Tua a couple times in a TikTok video.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes. Just like one thing that you do or say it that goes viral.
Yeah.
You never know. Any one of us could go viral doing something or saying something. You never know.
Well, I feel like that's like a lot of people's like career aspirations now, you know.
Just to go viral.
I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's like this one YouTube channel that that gives they give millennials and Gen Zers like financial advice, right? And it mostly has to do with like these 22-year-old kids that have like $100,000 in credit card debt because
Wow.
you know, because they thought that it was super important, you know, that they drive like a Lamborghini Oros like out of college and stuff, right? So like, you know, they basically mess up their finances. And one of the people on that show, one of the people on that show. So the show itself is the host, this guy Caleb Hammer or something like that. I think he's based in Austin, Texas. And so Austin, Texas, like you know about 6th Street, right? That's where like all the bars and all the partiers go. There's been like an influx of like TikTok interviewers basically walking up and down 6th Street, just like grabbing random people and like asking them questions on camera, you know. And then that's what happened to the Hawk Tua girl, right? I don't think she was in 6th Street, but like, but she, you know, something similar happened to her. And one girl was like, oh yeah, like I walk up and, you know, it's like, oh, so what do you do for work? Oh, I don't really work. Okay, so what are your financial plans for the future? And she's like, well, I don't really have any plans, but she's like, but you know, I do have one goal, and that's to go like, you know, hugely viral. And then he's like, how do you propose to do that? And she goes, oh, I walk up and down 6th Street like 3 nights a week. And then I go to these, you know, and then I ask to be pulled into like these TikTok interviewers, and then I say random things, and then she's like hoping and praying that one of those clips goes viral.
Well, as I said.
And the guy was like, wait, so your financial aspiration in life is Hawk Tua? And she's like, yeah, she's my hero. You know, the Hawk Tua girl's my hero.
Oh my god.
And he was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god, double teamed. Shit. Alright, it's all up to TTV on PC 5601. My hero, 6th Street. Take notes. spit on it.
To yeah, anyway, yeah, so like, like I said, a part of me is kind of impressed that, like, she was able to leverage, that 15 seconds of fame, into $3 million or something. And then the other
That's
part of me is
crazy.
kind of, the other part of me is just kind of like
Disgusted.
repulsed. Exactly. I'm like, how stupid are these people that buy her coin to think that it was, that it,
The gritty is back in the shop. We already got... Bob, this is your chance to get the gritty. My nephew absolutely loves Messi. I wonder if he knows that Messi is in the Fortnite shop. He doesn't even play Fortnite because he's not allowed to play. But I think he would very much enjoy to know that Messi is in Fortnite. Yep, the gritty is finally back. I see it. Yeah, it's in the shop finally. It was like months ago when we got it the first time. And then before that it was like gone for like a year at least. Pray, what are your plans for the weekend? What's everybody's plans for the weekend? I think we might take Raven to the dog park tomorrow. Maybe. Gnome, waiting for you to ready up, my friend.
make more dog besties. Is the dog park like near where you live?
So we have a dog park about 15... Wait, is Gnome actually in this game? Maybe he's not even playing. Because he got kicked out earlier. There's a dog park 15 minutes away or so. So not like super close, so we have to drive there. But the people that are there, they're not necessarily local. Last time I took her, I had asked where those people lived, and they also lived about 15-20 minutes from there too. So they didn't live like, in that town or whatever. I don't think Gnome's I think Gnome went to sleep. Alright, we're on our own. So yeah, I don't think we'll make friends there at the dog park. It'll just be people that we see once and maybe never again. But I like the dog park not really to meet the other dogs. I like the dog park to have her go off leash in a big fenced in area. That's why I like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of about
New World finished classes till January. Sweet, awesome.
Context,
We can chill
right?
then.
Like, gamer has a dog, lives locally, and I feel like the easiest way to do that is to go to another dog owner, that Raven, whose other
Friendly
dog,
with?
whose dog Raven is friendly, yeah, and just be like, yo,
Hey, what's your Fortnite name?
yeah, hey, yo, you got Discord?
You drop hot?
You got Discord? Oh yeah, the gritty. What's up? And then the other dog owner would be like, "What? I totally got the gritty, and I got the Lionel Messi skin too."
You drop hot, right? Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen that one guy, the one guy that lives on my street. Remember how I think last summer maybe, I don't know if it was this past summer or the previous summer, but remember how I told you guys about him? We when me and DT would go for walks after dinner, I think it was pretty sure it was in the summer, and we would see him playing a game through his windows. Not that we're creeping, but he had a giant TV next to his windows, and he didn't have any blinds drawn or anything. So I'm looking at it, and it's like, dude, that looks like Fortnite. It looked like it was Fortnite. And I was like, should I drop in my name and be like, add me, or is that weird? It's probably weird.
That's weird.
Hey, but draw your blinds then. You don't want people to look through your window. It's not like he's on the second floor, and I'm just walking on the street, and when I look around, the only thing that's bright is his TV.
Yeah, but then he's gonna be like, "Oh, this card on my front doorstep, it says add me on, add me on Fortnite." He'll be like,
"That's not weird. That's not weird."
Why? I mean, if you saw that happen to you, would you think that would be weird?
I don't know. I probably would add him though. Maybe.
See? You probably would do it for the content, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, at the worst, I could just remove them.
Yeah, and you can just block them.
Yeah, I could just block them.
What you need to do that to is you need to do that to Birdwatcher guy. The guy in the
Oh
ghillie
my
suit.
god, the ghillie suit. I haven't seen him in forever, but I also haven't been there in a while now either.
No, but you haven't seen him because that's the whole point of the ghillie
I know,
suit. He's
yeah.
probably there, you know? He's like, yes, she doesn't see me.
What the hell's his name? I forget now.
Well,
oh, I
we just
know.
call him
It was
Birdwatcher
no,
ghillie
it's Melvin. It's Melvin.
Melvin with the ghillie suit.
Yeah, the ghillie
Birdwatcher
suit guy. I mean, honestly, it works. I'm sure it works. Like, I'm not even making fun of him. Like, it's a little goofy, honestly, but I'm sure it actually works. I'm sure it's a good idea.
If he did a Twitch stream, you know, with his ghillie suit and bird
Oh,
watching,
that would be awesome.
that would go viral.
I would
That
watch
go
that.
viral.
I would watch that for sure. Yeah, Melvin. I would watch that.
I'm sure he would like plan it out like, you know, like a you know, like a special forces team like planning investigation, right? Or I'm sorry, like in a whatever, you know, like an invasion. He'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna be after this bird, and they prefer this type of this type of
This habitat
foliage,
or whatever.
and then
Yeah.
therefore I need to blend in, you know, and he gets the face paint out. And you're sitting there like, what is going on here?
He was a nice guy.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure there's not a lot of like, you know, there's probably not a lot of you know, assholes or anything, you know, that like watching birds.
Yeah, like again, like the ghillie suit guy was just a guy that I kept seeing every time I was at the park. Like we were clearly going there at the same time at the same place. So I was like, you know, I'll just say hi to him. I'll just say something to him. And that's how we got talking every time. And it happened to be I also like birds, so I recognized like another birder. So it was like, you know, we had a couple things in common. It's like we like going to this place, and we apparently have the same like the same thing. Except I wasn't doing it at the time because I was running, but yeah, so that's how we started talking, but
So he's definitely upped his ghillie game.
yeah, I guess so. He upgraded.
Next time you see him, he'll be like, I was next to you, I was behind you the entire time, you didn't see me. And it must be because of the pheromone.
Exactly. I had no idea he was even there. This is a bot. This is a bot. This is a bot. Good day, sir. Got him. Not even Raven detected Melvin. Not even Raven. Nala definitely wouldn't have. I think Raven would though. She's a little more on top of her game. Generally speaking, and noticing things. Raven's always on the hunt. Always on the hunt. I guess as a lab mix of sorts, she is definitely always tracking something. Bob, we got a since it was National Cocoa Day, Kung Fu Tea was offering a free cocoa drink with any other purchase of any other drink. So I already knew it was National Cocoa Day. No, I'll try to play more this weekend. I can't even get Fortnite to launch. Ouch. Well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, hopefully, maybe you can do a verify, uninstall, reinstall, or just throw it out the window. I hope you get it working this weekend.
I like how the third option was the nuclear option.
That's his MO usually. Is to rage. Or play Delta Force, that's true. Or play Path of Exile. Owie got me a key.
I played that for like 3 days, and I haven't touched it since.
So, didn't like it then, or what's the deal?
Did you play the first one?
Nope. Never played
No,
it before.
okay.
It looks like Diablo.
Well, yeah, well, you did play Diablo 4, right?
Yeah.
Path of Exile 2. So there's
Hey,
a couple
Craig.
differences that I saw. The first one being that you can control your movement with WASD rather than like clicking on the ground.
That's
Right?
cool. I like that.
Yeah, so that control scheme works a lot better, and then there's also a dodge as well. Like, you know, it gives you like an invincibility frame, you know, so you can actually dodge like attacks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But that being said, the downside is that the game itself plays like pretty slow.
Oh,
Like
really?
I would say that it's a little bit slower than Diablo 4.
Hmm.
But like, you know, the environment is gorgeous, but then of course Diablo 4 the environment was gorgeous too.
I saw the skill tree is like enormous.
Yeah, that's kind of what Path of Exile is known for.
Oh, really?
It's known for having like the most intimidating skill tree like you will ever see in your life.
Well, I don't really care about customizing my character, like, skill tree path like that. So, and if you're saying it's slower than Diablo, and honestly, Diablo kind of makes me fall asleep sometimes, I might just fall asleep playing Path of Exile then.
Yeah,
Like, it might not be for me.
Yeah, I mean, you should try it out since, you know,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
since you have a key,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you
Yeah, I'll
you
try
might
it.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll try it.
But I'm in the same boat as you as you know, in terms of Diablo 4, right? Like I played Diablo 4 and I was like, you know, struggling to stay awake, but I was like I paid $60 for this. I'm gonna get my money's worth, right? And then like Path of Exile 2, you know, like, you know, I paid $30 for the key, played it for a few days, and then, I mean, this week was just really, really busy. But even when I did have time to game, I wasn't like, oh, I should totally go into Path of Exile 2 and play a map. I was like, but yeah, I would rather like play an AI bot match in Marvel Rivals than, you know, just because like, you know, and doing that, like, you know, I know that there's an end to my playtime, and I'm not humiliating myself against like real players.
Hey, Krieg. Krieg says hello to you as well, by the way.
Hey, Krieg.
Or you could try Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. I downloaded that. Or I claimed it, rather. Wait, Brother Shadow. So, DT has been playing this new game, and he got me to download it too. It's one of those gacha games. It's called Girls...
Raid Shadow Legends?
No. Girls Frontline 2 or something like that. Exilium.
Never heard of it.
It's, let's see. What's it called? It's, Girls Frontline 2, Exilium. It is a turn-based game, and they're like kind of like anime girl looking people, and you can auto battle, and they have like tactical weapons.
I'm like really reluctant to look this up on Google because it sounds like one of those, like, you know, rated R+ games.
So they're not though. It's not. I'm saying anime girls.
They're anime. Okay.
They're anime looking girls, but they're not like, you know, what you're saying, like porn stars basically. Because I wouldn't play a game like that. I definitely would not play a game like that.
But at most, they're probably, I guess, they're what, waifus?
Probably, yeah. I would say they're kind of like a G-rated ish, and I think DT said there are a couple of characters that are, you know, like the cheerleader or something. So then that one is a little more R-rated ish looking, but for the most part, I don't think they are. And some of the animations are kind of like dumb. Yeah. It's you know, it's kind of dumb, but for the most part, it's not that bad. But the actual like animations for like the fight scenes, like the turn-based fight scenes, are actually pretty good. And there's like a huge, like, crazy storyline. It's voice acted, but not in English. God damn it. There's like Chinese, there's Japanese, there's just... Actually, Chinese would work for you, actually. Like Mandarin. Yeah. That would work for you.
I'm looking at this right now. It looks kind of like, well, the graphics look kind of like Genshin Impact.
It actually, you can play it on the PC too. It's on the computer as well. My game crashed.
It's because Fortnite heard you talking about a waifu game.
Oh my god, this game. I'm gonna have to play something else until they fix this. I'm sick of the crashing.
Marvel Rivals.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Path of Exile 2.
That was the first time it's crashed tonight. God. But no, yeah, check it out if you're interested. But I enjoyed the auto battle part. Then I don't have to do anything. Like I think the storyline is actually probably pretty good, and like I said, the cutscenes are pretty good, but the story is very long-winded. It's like there's a lot of story, and because it's not voice acted in English, it got a little boring for me. Like there's English captions, but it's not audio English, unfortunately, for me at least.
Wow, this game came out. Oh, well, the first game came out in 2016.
I don't know when the number 2 came out. I'm not sure. Maybe recently.
Yeah, it literally just came out
Creek, how are you doing?
a week and a half ago, December 3rd.
Oh, okay. I've been playing it since then, probably, because he told me about it. And I saw it on his phone, and I was like, wow, this looks really good. What is it called? It takes up a lot of juice on your phone.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not really into like these turn-based ones. Like the first turn-based game that actually no, I take that back. The first turn-based game I played back was in the 90s, but the most recent one I played was I don't know if you remember this, but on the Game Boy Advance there was a game called Advance Wars.
Yeah, like the little tanks, the little cute
little
like
tiny
kids,
tanks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and like that game had like amazing reviews, right? Like people like basically whenever they think of Game Boy Advance, they always think of Advance Wars. But that game like literally put me to sleep.
I never played turn-based stuff. I actually always hated turn-based stuff. But like I said, as I'm getting older, like some of these kinds of games that I always hated are a little more appealing, or like I'm a little more open to trying these kind of games now. The auto battle part is actually not bad. I always thought I was like, well, why do I want to auto battle? Like I want to be controlling things. I want to play. But now I'm just like, whatever. Like I don't care too much to play. I'm just kind of like half paying attention to it, right? So it's like, okay, I'll just click the auto battle and I can see things moving around and whatever. But sometimes though it's kind of cool though, because you can kind of learn from the auto battler to see how to actually like do anything with like the strategy. You kind of can learn from that as well. Oh no one's in my game. I'm not playing with myself. Like I started, like we downloaded Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is basically Pokemon the card game Pocket, and you can open packs of cards.
Yeah, on your phone, right?
Yeah, it's on your phone.
A lot of people playing that now.
Yeah. I had no interest in Pokemon cards before, maybe because I had to pay for them and they took up physical space, but digitally though, I'm enjoying it. And you can also do battles in that game, also auto battle too, which is kind of cool. And there's like events, like limited event cards, and you can open daily packs. So those are the kind of games I'm playing on my phone now, just because I'm just kind of, I don't really want to play anything that's too involved. So I think games like that is just enough entertainment for me for like the hour or two that I have each day. Not that I play for that long, but for the time that I do have, I think it's fairly entertaining. And then I told my nephew, my 8-year-old nephew, about the Pokemon TCG Pocket game, and he downloaded that right away. And because he really enjoys actual Pokemon cards, like he collects the Pokemon cards, and he really liked it. And it's all like random chance to see what cards you get. So we're like calling each other, like video chatting to show each other what cards we got and stuff. And he'll share his iPad screen with me, and it's been entertaining for us for the last few weeks.
So the packs don't cost any money?
The packs do not cost money. If you want to open more packs quickly, you can buy in-game currency to open more packs quickly. But generally speaking, every day you can open 1 pack for free per day, or like 1 or 2. I forget what it is. And there's other ways to open packs and get cards for free, but I have not dropped 1 single penny on the game.
But if they introduce the gritty, you will.
Then
right?
yes, drop dollars.
Dropping hot logs, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sitting there playing that Pokemon game for, an hour straight. I might spend 15 minutes, clicking around, looking at cards or whatever, or maybe not even that long. Maybe just 10 minutes. 5 minutes? I don't know. Okay, there's no goddamn gun in here. Yeah, I might spend, a few minutes. trying to look for a card. I mean, yeah, just picking up a card. But like I said, yeah, it's been fairly interesting.
I could see that feeling like Christmas every day. It's like, ooh, another pack.
Yeah, it's like the lottery. It's like you're scratching a scratch ticket. It's like, what do you get? Something good, something not. And
it's like
it's free.
but it's free.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like
I mean, all gacha games are free, right? For the most part. But you have more chances if you do spend money. And I don't care enough about the game to actually spend money. So I'm just like, okay, once a day I'll log in.
Right.
And you get the random stuff you can collect. And then you get to open a pack or two, and we're good. And then move on to the next thing. Maybe I'm watching TV by then or whatever, right? I don't know. It's just the right amount of entertainment.
I feel like playing that game, or Girls Frontline, or whatever that game is called, it's gonna take away from my my TikTok dance challenge time.
Or Hawk to TikTok viral.
You know, it's like, you know, I need to get those dance challenges on TikTok, man. It's my only chance. $3 million. Come on. Gotta get that bread.
Gotta get that bread. Hello, my friend. I'm picking you up.
I've never, you know, and this is probably due to like, you know, my generation or whatever, but I've never really been into like gaming on my phone. Like the game that I play the most on my phone is like, you know, is like Sudoku, you know, like basically like small games that, you know, I can play in the bathroom, you know.
Yeah, I started out with games like Sudoku, like early on, like Bejeweled. Honestly,
Bejeweled.
I still have Bejeweled on my phone. And sometimes I'll still play it as well. As long as he doesn't add pole dancing to it. I mean, you might go viral. You never know. But yeah, I started out with small games like that too, like Unblock Me was a very popular game at the time when I played it.
That,
yeah. That was pretty fun.
Like that game was like around the what's that game called? The Angry Birds time.
Yeah, like Angry Birds, that kind of era.
Yeah, because back then, like all the mobile games were like, you know, they were like very, very casual.
They were like arcadey games, but these days you have like full blown FPS.
Yeah, you have like straight up like people, and then there are like kids
Candy
who
Crush
only game
still
on.
going strong, yeah.
They only play on mobile.
Oh yeah, and like the people that like stream from their phones.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Then I played PUBG Mobile. That was good. It was like 30 minutes of me like hunched over, like playing PUBG Mobile, and then absolutely destroying my phone battery from playing it.
Yeah. I mean, what don't they have Call of Duty and Fortnite on mobile
now? Yeah, they have Fortnite, but it's only on Android, I think.
They're having I have an iPad Mini, so there's a couple puzzle games that I enjoy playing on my iPad Mini, but they're like those escape room type games. I don't know if you've ever played a game called The Room. There's like 5 of them, Room 1, 2, 3, and Old Sins and stuff. But yeah, they're kind of one of those like puzzle escape room type games where, you know, there's like there's something physical and you have to like figure out how to open the box, you know. But yeah, they're basically puzzle games.
Nope. Also play, what the hell is it called? Stitch. It's an Apple Arcade game. It's, it's like a numbers kind of game. It's not math, but it's like, say you have a grid. Those hidden object games. Oh, I love those. It's like a grid. And say the grid has certain numbers like 2, 4, 6, whatever, and you have to figure out how to fit 6 blocks, but also making sure that you still have room for like the 4 blocks, and then also still have room for the 2 blocks. So it's like it's kind of like fitting. It's almost kind of like Sudoku, except different, I guess. And in Stitch, it's like different pictures. Like the different blocks are different colors, and they make up like a picture. Like a kung fu guy or something, a smiley face, or like actually Shrek teamed up with them recently, like this summer, and so there's been like some Shrek Stitch puzzles. Will I make it to the storm? I might die. Nope. I think we'll make it, but my health will be very, very low. So I have a couple games, but they're very hard to play on the phone, like those hidden object games, like you were saying, Bob.
Yeah, those are hard to see on a phone screen.
Even like the iPad, like I like playing them on my computer, 'cause I got the 27-inch, so it's a little easier to see things.
That's cheating.
I mean, it's still hard though, because then it's just a lot. It's still hard though, but it's a little easier to see.
Well, it should be a lot easier to see. I mean, your phone screen. I mean, that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
what?
I'll see it, but I mean, it's still hard because it's hidden object still.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like what, 8, 9,
Oh, yeah.
10 times bigger than your phone
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I do like those kind of games.
Yeah.
I think the game I like it's called Hidden Through Time. That's
You
the
know
hidden
what?
object
This actually
game.
reminds me though. I did. There was a time where I was addicted to JRPGs on my phone, and this was like 10 years ago or something like that. And the reason I was and it
Hey
was mostly
Derp,
out of
what's going on,
nostalgia.
Derp? How are ya?
I found like there was a series of Japanese there's a Japanese studio that made like these turn-based RPGs for phone, and they cost like $5 each. And it was, it gave me like a lot of like Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4 vibes, back when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I played a few of those.
Nice.
It did not last very long though. Because all JRPGs, they have the same problems as anime, which is like, people anime eventually like takes itself too seriously at the end, they're like, why are we
Right.
fighting? Oh my gosh, what is the meaning of life?
The
And
drama.
And it's like, dude, are you really having an existential
It's
crisis
just
like
a
in the middle of
cartoon.
in the middle of a final boss fight? Like, come on, man. It's like all I care about is seeing like, the max damage on Sephiroth at the end. I don't care about your existential crisis.
Yeah.
I don't care about your daddy issues, while you're on the verge of like, defeating the big bad guy.
I started to play Marvel Rivals, still getting used to the characters. Nice.
See? Marvel Rivals. It's a good
Yeah, I
time.
might try it.
But yeah, you'll see that some of the characters are like straight rip-offs of Overwatch. like, like Punisher is basically Soldier 76.
Ooh, I like Soldier 76 when I played.
Yeah, he's like, he's kind of like your...
Standard like shooter guy, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He was probably one of the easier guys to play.
Yeah, I mean, he was like the starter character when you first logged in on the
Yeah.
tutorial.
Uh-oh. There we go. Ouch.
So like JRPGs, the turn-based JRPGs I can deal with. I think the turn-based combat, like in the strategy games like Advance Wars, I think that's the one that I kind of get, get kind of turned around in, because I don't know. It's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, like when you want to move, it shows you like, how far you can move, and you have to like take how far you can move into consideration with how far you can shoot and all that kind of stuff. And there are people out there that are incredible at that kind of stuff, right? Like they'll figure out how to maneuver their characters such that, they'll corner, your, enemy players or single them out and whatnot. And I'm sitting there just going like, I feel like I'm doing work.
Yeah, the Girls Online 2 is like that, actually. Yeah, when you click the character, it'll tell you how far, like how many
Yeah.
cells they can go, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, sounds like XCOM, maybe. I think
Yeah,
TT
well,
plays
it is like
XCOM.
XCOM.
Yeah.
It is like XCOM, yeah.
Wait, you should check out Door Kickers and tell me what you think. It's on Steam. There's a Door Kickers 1 and also a Door Kickers 2. It can be it can kind of be turn-based, but also does not have to be either. It's not really turn-based though. It's more just strategy, but check it out and let me know what you think of it. Oh my god.
Are you talking to me or
Yeah,
talking
you.
to Bob?
No, you.
Oh, me? Oh my gosh, you want me to install something else?
No, just check it out. Just like look at it
All
and
right,
see if you
okay,
like.
okay.
See if you would.
Door Kickers 1 and
Yeah.
2.
It's like $30.
Man, the amount of peer pressure I have to deal with this stream is already overwhelming.
No, I'm not trying to make you buy it. I just want you to see.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Door Kickers, let's see.
Yeah, because this game it's not really turn based. It's at your own pace actually. Like you can move the characters one step at a time, or you can just make all your decisions, like all your strategy for each character, and then hit play, and it'll play it out all at once. It's kind of unique in that way.
It looks like a police version of RimWorld.
It's basically it's like a close quarter combat
Yeah.
kind of strategy game.
You have this game?
I don't have it. DT has it, and I've played it on his in his family share thing before. I actually want to buy it, but I just haven't yet. It doesn't.
In that case, I will wait for your stream.
I don't know if I would stream it. I don't know if I want to play for 5-6 hours, but I think it's an interesting game, actually. I think it's very interesting.
So Door Kickers 1 came out in 2014. Door Kickers 2 came out in 2020. Command military special ops team in gripping tactical combat against terrorist network. Oh wow, Door Kickers 1 was Rock Paper Shotgun's best tactics game of 2014. And it's overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good game, to be honest.
It does look interesting.
See? I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever played anything like this.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like kind of unique in that way, I think.
Gosh darn it. Oh my gosh. Now I have to decide whether I should buy Door
do
Kickers
it.
2 or if I should go with nostalgia. The Grand Theft Auto trilogy is on sale on the Epic Games Christmas sale. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally want to play Vice City and San Andreas. But probably what will happen is that I'll buy that game, I'll play it for about 10 minutes, and then I'll uninstall.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Cree says Minnie enjoys torturing us all. Well, she does have us acclimated to watching RimWorld streams.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with RimWorld. It's entertaining.
Yeah. The best part about the RimWorld streams, though, is number one, the music, and number two, it's seeing how upset you get when people die.
I get attached to the people.
Yeah. The rest of the time, I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, I don't know what's going on, whatever. And then you're like, oh my gosh, Speedy just died.
God. GG. Rip.
And then like naming your characters after like people in the stream.
That's funny. Yeah, that's a entertaining part of the game. I think.
Baby Babby.
Baby Babby. Oh. Yeah, I really like RimWorld. It's just a very, very unique game.
Yeah, that's my friend here in Houston. Like that's his favorite game of all time.
Thanks, Bob. I actually I tried RimWorld like a long time ago. I did not like that game at first, as I didn't know how to play it. And because it was a strategy game, I was not I didn't want to play any strategy games at the point, but I tried it out anyway, and it didn't work out very well for me. But then fast forward several years later, and here I am, an old person. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to try RimWorld again and actually try to learn how to play it, and I love the game now.
Yeah, so I do have RimWorld. I bought it, I bought it when my brother told me to get it like years ago. I will let you guess, based on what you know about me, whether or not my playtime is above or below 15 minutes.
I'm gonna say it's below.
Yeah.
A lot below, probably. I think
I could probably still refund it actually, but I mean, it was years ago though.
RimWorld is one of those games where you have to, as you play, you learn how to play. Like, it'll suck at the beginning and you don't know what's going on. But then as you play, you keep learning every time. It's not a fast game.
Yeah.
Prey coming out to Houston August 25th. Wait, who is? You are? Prey is going to Houston?
It will be, yeah.
Who
it
is?
will be sweltering hot.
Oh, nice. You can hang out with Brother Xiao. What's going on in Houston? Something, just a vacation or something, or something specific?
Make sure you eat all the Tex-Mex and barbecue you can get your hands on. Oh crud, I was supposed to look to see if I can buy concert tickets. I'll do that now.
To Backstreet Boys, or
No, it's
Taylor Swift?
no, it is definitely not Taylor Swift. I'd have to take out a second mortgage for that.
Being instituted by Bishop as formal acolyte. That's cool. I think that's a congratulations in order, I believe. If I understand what that means correctly. Tay-Tay. I bet Bob would go see Tay-Tay if he hasn't already.
I think out of all of us, Bob is the only true Swiftie.
Probably. Why are we all just standing here now? I don't know how to spray, so... No? Bob is shaking his head no.
Well, 2 years ago, was it last year or 2 years ago? I remember apparently Taylor Swift had a movie that was released in theaters that was basically like snippets of, out of her world tour and whatnot. And I remember reading online that it was #1 in the theaters for 2 months straight.
Wow.
And obviously it was mostly people that who are mostly the Swifties, right? And they were interviewing people that were coming out of the theater after the movie ended, and it was something ridiculous, 90 or 95% of the people that they interviewed who were watching that movie had actually attended the concerts, and then they just wanted to relive the experience, right? And I was like, what? The power of the Taylor Swift fans is that they could maintain this movie to be #1 for 2 months in a row, even though they already saw the concert. I was I was shocked, right? I was like, really? This is the movie? I mean, at that time, that was when, what were those movies called? Oppenheimer and the Barbie movie. So that was
yeah.
Was that last year? I think it was last year.
Yeah.
But the Taylor Swift movie, the documentary, was the one that supplanted them as #1, and then it was #1 for 2 months in a row, right? And yeah, and then the article was talking about how some Swifties were coming out of the theater and then they were crying, bawling their eyes out because they thought it was such a such a beautiful experience and stuff.
Wow.
And Bob, I mean, you don't need to say it. I already know you saw it 3 times in the theater. Okay.
No, as in shake it off. Yeah, Bob's the Swiftie.
Yeah, he is totally a Swiftie. He probably knows all the words to Bad Blood because it's tattooed on the back of his arm.
Oh crap. Oh no, I missed. I can visit and minister to sick officially in OSOP. Cool. Congrats. I wrote in the 3 of those Christmas cards, and my hands feel like They're so tired. They're so sore from handwriting. That's how much writing I don't do these days.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Like, I felt like my wrists were so tight, I had to, like, stretch them out. And my hands, like, my thumb, my palms, are, like, not cramping, but they feel like they could be cramping. It's that bad. We have, like, several more cards to write tomorrow, too. I gotta get through them. The earlier, the better, in case my doggo neighbor peoples want to send one back, because they don't have my address. But if they get my card, they might feel inclined to get a card to send me too. You should have typed out the Christmas cards. So I actually remember how I told you guys that there was a neighborhood cat outside, that we always saw on our walks, and his name was Mr. Dukes, and he passed away like I think like a week after Little P did. And when I found out, I cried. Like, I cried.
Wow.
I pet
This
that
is like-
cat like for years. So it's like, it wasn't my cat, right? But I saw that cat like every year, like not every year, like almost every day for like several years, like 5 years probably at least. And it was really sad. I was in like a very vulnerable like state because of Little P at the time too. So I was like, oh my god, like first Little P, now we got Mr. Dukes. Like, who's next? It was just like, you know, a whole thing.
It's like a cat apocalypse.
Exactly. And you know who was next? It was my brother-in-law's cat. Like, they had a cat. That cat passed away. It's the cat that I would watch for them sometimes when they're on vacation. So it was like this whole summer was just terrible for pets. It was a horrible summer for pets. But I actually, like, the note that I wrote, Mr. Duke's family, I actually typed it out because I wrote a little bit in there just to give them context. It's like they had no idea who we are because they've never met us. They've never met us. I actually have no idea. I don't know what they look like or anything, right? I've never talked to them before. I've only ever pet the cat that is outside all the time. So I gave them like a little bit of context of why I even got them the card. So it's not as, you know, as weird.
So I'm going to give you a mission for your cards tomorrow. Try to incorporate however many Backstreet Boys lyrics as you can into the text.
Okay, there's no one on there in my Christmas wish list that is gonna understand any of those lyrics. I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be like
Come on,
a wasted effort.
I am sure you're going to be able to find a way to incorporate, you know, I want it that way.
That's the one I was thinking of too. Ugh. Mission failed. Yeah, right.
I'm trying to think of like I can only ever really think of like 3 Backstreet Boys or songs like I Want
Show
It That
me the
Way.
meaning of love, larger than life. I'll never
what was
break
the-
your
what was the
heart.
Halloween?
Quit playing your games. Quit playing games
Is
with my
that, was
heart.
that the Halloween
Nope.
one?
Everybody Backstreet's Back is the one you're thinking
Oh yeah,
of.
yeah. Yes, everybody. Backstreet's Back. That's the one I'm thinking of. I remember Quit Playing Games with My Heart. I do remember that one.
Play as long as you love me. There's
Oh
so
my gosh.
many.
Okay, so I actually know 4 songs then. I think I've heard Show Me the Meaning, but I can't
Show
remember
me
it.
the meaning. That's that song. It's all kind of sad, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, they were kind of like, you know, this generation's like New Kids on the Block.
That's the band with Justin Timberlake, right? No, definitely not. Nope. They were so different. NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I didn't like
yeah.
NSYNC that much. Like, they were very poppy sounding, like more energetic, whereas the Backstreet Boys were more like the very emo, teeny bopper type, heartbreak type of band, I guess, group.
I mean, that time when all of them when they were all popular, there was like a whole slew of boy bands at
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
I remember there was
98
like,
degrees.
oh yeah,
98
I actually don't
degrees.
remember any of their songs, but I just remember that guy being on that
Nick
MTV
Lachey. Nick
reality show.
Lachey.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, I will give him credit for one thing. It was like, you know, when he went solo, when he went solo, like I think the songs that he put out at the time when he went solo actually was like,
Pretty good.
yeah, like he somehow was able to like literally penetrate like the hip hop, you know, the hip hop and R&B like
Yeah.
genre, and like. Yeah, and it was kind of hard. It was kind of difficult anyway for someone like me to go, wait, wasn't he the the blonde curly haired kid, and now he's sitting there like
Yeah.
he's like singing like sexy back and stuff, right? And it's like, whoa, dude, like he totally shifted entirely. I'm sure getting Timbaland probably helped a lot too.
See ya, losers.
Gosh, I remember there were a bunch of boy bands in the early 2000s, but aside from those three, I cannot remember any of the other ones.
I mean, those are the only ones that really mattered. I think there was a band called like
yeah, there was one called All For One. I remember they had one song that got super popular.
oh my
although I
god,
can't
wait.
remember how it
What was
goes.
that? What was that one thing? It was like a TV show. You plus me equals what the hell is it? Oh my god. I gotta look it up now.
I mean, just the words you just said right there are so cheesy that it's like
No,
hurting my.
you
It's
plus
hurting my
me equals us, and then parentheses calculus. It was by a quote group called Together. The number 2, Together.
Oh my gosh!
Look it
I
up.
mean, just the name of the song is so cheesy. It's like hurting my lactose intolerance. That's how bad it is.
Oh my god.
But I
It
can
was
totally see
a.
like.
It was
Yeah.
good. It was
I
a
can totally see,
movie.
like,
It was a movie.
movie.
Check it out.
I'm sure, like at that time when that movie came out, like 12 and 13-year-old girls were probably losing their minds.
That was like me,
screaming.
probably. I'm pretty sure
You
that
were like,
was.
"Oh my gosh, calculus! I love calculus."
Pretty sure that was me. Oh man. Oh my god.
That's too funny.
It is too funny. My mouth hurts from laughing.
I mean, I know what song you're gonna listen to right after
I'm
stream.
going to. I haven't heard that song
Yeah.
since then.
You're gonna be crying and playing
going
Girls
to.
Line front line 2 and being like, "Oh my gosh, this song's incredible."
Oh. The good old days.
Good old days.
South Park with Finger Bang.
Yeah, that's classic when they wanted to become a boy band. I just looked them up. I just looked up boy bands from the 90s. Oh, a couple of these I don't even recognize. I'm sure they're British.
Oh,
O-Town?
oh
my
yeah,
gosh, I
yeah,
remember
O-Town. Yeah.
They just had one song though. It was like, I can't remember what it's called. I can hear it in my head though. I think it was called Butterfly or something.
Butterfly? No, that was somebody else.
Oh, was it? It might have been. Oh, LFO. I remember
Yeah,
these guys.
yeah, LFO.
LFO. Were they the ones, or was it? Were they the ones that said that had that song? It was like Chinese food always makes me sick.
Yes, that one.
That was them, right? Okay.
Yes. Chinese food makes me sick.
And I was like, yeah, that's because you guys have bad taste. Yeah, Westlife is Irish.
Oh yeah,
Five
Westlife.
Yeah, 5 is so 5 with the number 5 for the F.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
British.
that's one I was thinking of too. 5. And there was another one, BB Mac.
Yeah.
I saw them in concert at the Hat Show
Yeah.
in Boston. One
Take
summer.
That. Yeah, Take That's another British one. Boyzone's another British one. Oh, Boyzone was created by the same people that made Westlife. Hanson? Does Hanson
Oh
count
my
as a boy
God,
band?
Hanson.
I don't think Hanson counts as a boy band.
Why
I mean, they're
not?
like
They were girls or what? What do you mean?
no. I mean, when I think of Hanson, I kind of put them in the same place that I put like Maroon 5, like kind of pop rock. You know what I mean?
What? I
Yeah, like I
mean,
mean, I don't see, well,
really?
you know, at least in my head,
I
I don't
guess.
envision
Oh,
Hanson
w-
being on the
um, yeah, I guess so. Oh well, yeah. You know what? You're right. They played like the drums, like they played their own drums. They played guitar.
yeah. I mean, so when I think of like boy bands, I think of like, you remember like those old like teeny bopper magazines, you know, from like
Oh
the
yeah.
early
Oh
90s, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. I got some
Yeah.
of those magazines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and like I cannot imagine Hanson being
Oh, they
like on
were
the
on there. They
cover.
were on there for sure. I'm pretty sure I
Really?
had some.
Because you have it? Is that why?
Not right now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I had some and they were on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think they were like boy band type, but they were definitely like teeny bopper type. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I consider them like pop rock. You know?
Sure.
I guess like and maybe like I just don't know, but like I think like a lot of those boy bands, you know, even with like, you know, starting with New Kids on the Block and, you know, going to Backstreet Boys and stuff, like I think those are more manufactured per se, you know, whereas Hanson, like, you know, they actually have to like play instruments, and I mean they basically just seem like a, you know,
I don't
seem
remember
like,
if they wrote their own songs though.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess they did play their own music. Whereas the boy bands
Yeah.
just sang to music that was created for them or whatever. So I guess it's a little different there.
Yeah, and they danced and
Yeah, I guess Hanson didn't dance. They didn't, I don't think they danced
yeah, I don't think they did any
because they were
choreograph-
they were playing their
Yeah.
music instruments, so they couldn't dance. I guess you're right. I guess they're not a boy band after all. Was Hanson a boy band? It is certain.
Well, I mean, in terms of like the literal meaning of boy band, yes, they're correct, right?
Yeah,
But
they're
I
a
feel
band,
like
they're boys, but
yeah, but I feel like the boy band, maybe the term boy band is a misnomer. It should be like a teen pop group or something, right?
Maybe.
Like I think Backstreet Boys and NSYNC would fit that mold or fit that term better.
yeah, I agree. Yep. Bop, dip a tap, bop, doo, bop. Dip a tap, doo, bop, dip a tap, bop, doo. Yep, I definitely listen to that song a lot.
I cannot decide what I think is a worse song title. Bop or 2 + 2 = you and me is calculus.
I
Like
can't wait to listen to that song after stream. Oh, I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good.
see, you're like so excited, and
I
Raven's
am.
gonna be like, "What are you doing? What is this dreck?"
Oh.
She'll start howling.
Does Minnie have Bop in her playlist? Most like, oh yeah, oh I definitely do. I definitely do, Bob. I'm not even ashamed anymore. I would probably used to be ashamed to say yes, but now, yeah, I have it. Yep. I'm just gonna, you know,
Loud and proud.
yeah. I think I'm at the age where it's like I don't give a shit. It's fine. I don't care. Yep.
Yeah, no
It's just
longer
what I like.
embarrassed. Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's just nostalgia, you know.
Yeah. It's like I don't care. Oh my god, that calculus. That was like prime high school. I remember it very well.
Yeah, the last time that I was like embarrassed about like musical taste, let me think. When was this? Like there were songs that I really enjoyed that I hated to admit to people that I really liked. Like for example, like gosh, the one I can think of right off the top of my head was that the first Kesha song that became super popular, TikTok. You know, like the song is so horrible, but like I found it so catchy, right? Miley Cyrus, like "Party in the USA," like, you know, when I think about the song, I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I have enjoyed that song? But I really liked it. Like I literally put it on repeat for like weeks. What other song is there? I mean, like Carly Rae Jepsen, right? "Call Me Maybe." That "Call Me Maybe" song was everywhere like
Yeah.
10 years
I mean,
ago.
yeah, I enjoy songs like that.
you know. But that song is just like saccharine dreck. Like it's, you know, like there's nothing artistic or expressive about it, you know. But when
It's just
you know, when
catchy.
yeah, I listen to it, and I'm just like, call me maybe.
I
Let me see what else is there. There's like a, like I'm not embarrassed about Lady Gaga. I feel like Lady Gaga actually
liked
has
her a
like,
lot,
I
actually.
feel like she has like genuine, like bona fide artistic merit, you know?
Yeah.
Like she can actually sing, like she's really, you know. But like on the other hand, Katy Perry, for example, like I don't think Katy Perry is like the most talented singer I've ever heard.
Right.
But there's a couple songs of hers like when I hear it, I'm just like I'm jamming,
Bangers.
you know?
Bangers. I liked Adele.
Yeah, well, I mean Adele, yeah, Adele, like I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed
No,
about. Like,
no.
you know, if you say, "Oh yeah, I like Adele or Amy Winehouse," like they're like legitimately good singers, you know.
Yeah.
I mean Adele is like better than 99% of
Oh
all the
yeah, yeah.
musicians.
I love like music like that where it's like super like dramatic.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Celine Dion apparently is one of them. It's like really
Yeah.
dramatic belting out type of songs. I like that kind of stuff. Lady
Yeah.
Gaga
I
is a
mean
classically
this
trained musician. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
Lady Gaga, like her whole thing was actually pretty funny though. So she like I think she graduated from NYU and then she was working as like she was working as a singer that would record guide
Oh,
songs,
really?
basically like a producer would like, you know, record a guide and then they would play that guide song to like people like Britney Spears and then hope that those like Britney Spears would license, you know, would buy
Hmm.
the song from them. And then you know, apparently like Lady Gaga, like she sang, you know, she sang the guide song, and the producers were like, "I don't think we should sell this song to anybody. I think you should,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we, yeah." I think she's like, "Yeah, I think we need you to record this." And
Hmm.
yeah, that's kind of how she got started.
Interesting.
She wasn't like trained in Disney, you know, in Disney kids shows or anything,
Right.
like Ariana Grande and.
Hmm.
I mean, do you? Well, I mean, would Celine Dion be considered pop? I don't know.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I'd probably put it in like I don't know, adult contemporary. Like Michael Bolton, you know?
Sounds old. I mean,
I mean,
she's a pop
yeah.
singer.
She's probably considered a pop singer. When I think of belting, I think of like Mariah Carey.
Mm. I never really listened to her.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's like the
Whitney
original.
Houston.
Yeah, like, yeah, they're like the original like super belters. I'm trying to think who else was there. I mean, Christina Aguilera is actually really, really good. She's actually a
Oh
really
yeah,
good
yeah, she's really
vocalist.
good.
Yeah.
Does Lonely Island count as a boy band? The Lonely Island. Oh my god.
The Lonely Island. I'm on a boat.
Yeah,
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. They had some really good songs.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're funny too. What I wonder about is like, how did Andy Samberg like get T-Pain? You know, he's like, yeah, we should totally make this song, and I think you should, you know, you should totally be on it. Wow, all of this makes me feel really old now.
Well, I don't know if we can get that guy back.
Here's one group that I am actually kind of happy that have that are no longer relevant. LMFAO.
Oh,
They were everywhere like 10 years ago.
they were kind of good though. I kind of
I
enjoyed
mean, like
them.
the first 900 times you hear that song,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, okay, it's good. And after a while, it's like Gosh, what's the other song that
She was good in
that got beaten to
Burlesque
death?
in on Netflix.
Like Tag
Nice.
Team Whoop,
Yeah.
there it is. Like the first few times you
Yeah.
hear it, you're like, okay, this is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. After the 1000th time, you're like,
Every day I'm shuffling.
oh my gosh. Apparently Bob is an LMFAO fan.
Bob, you're like calling out my playlist here, okay? I have a playlist of my jams, and a lot of these songs are on my jams list.
Yeah, I think we have now narrowed down Bob's age range based on his music tastes.
Based on the lyrics he knows by heart.
Exactly.
I will say though, Bob's probably older than I am just because he and Apian both chastised me for not eating enough vegetables. I feel like only old people would do that to me. Or to
I
people.
wouldn't do that.
How dare you?
I wouldn't do that.
I felt bad and then ate a salad the next day. No, I actually eat a lot of salads. Well, I actually eat a lot of salads. It's just lately with Raven, like I'm just walking so much with her, and I just eat like a protein bar. That's pretty much like all. I mean, I'll eat other stuff like a banana, but just something quick instead of sitting down and eating. I'm just like on the go and eating. I thought you loved it. I do love vegetables. I do. I have like the salad that I eat, the bag salad I eat that Apian says gets recalled for E. coli a lot. I eat that. And my dressing is like a homemade dressing, actually. It's probably not even that great for me, but it's probably better than regularly commercially bought stuff. But I use like avocado oil, and I just add like chicken bouillon seasoning to it, so it's a little salty. And that's my dressing. That's my quote-unquote dressing for my salad.
Wait a second, Bob, are you judging Minnie?
Tell us something new.
Admittedly, my my vegetable intake has not been great these past couple yeah, actually I will say past couple months. Like when my mom was visiting, and she was with me for like, a month and a half,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And my mom's a vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
And so like, yeah, and so like, we didn't eat a lot of meat. And then like as soon as she left, I was like, oh my gosh, I have like so much to catch up on.
Am I judging Minnie? Oh, look good. The truth.
The truth. Well, the one thing we cannot judge Minnie for is her taste in boy band. Because that's legit.
It's legit. Can't go wrong with Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, cannot go wrong with 90s and early 2000s teeny boppers.
Yes, we can. How dare you, Frey? I like what I like. I'm sorry. Just the way it is.
A lot of the K-pop boy bands were actually inspired by Backstreet Boys as well.
I'm sure. I mean, they're classic.
Yeah,
They're classic.
yeah, like basically what happened was the first K-pop boy bands, like they were almost like direct copies, like they were from Backstreet Boys. And then Backstreet Boys, I think they kind of had like, I don't know, like assigned personalities, like I can't remember which one of them was the bad boy.
Oh,
the
yeah.
other one was like sensitive, and then the other one was
Oh,
like
yeah,
mature
yeah.
and stuff. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
all of
for
that
sure.
was all of that was like directly inspired by Backstreet Boys. And then like I think they were the first boy band to actually have like a lot of choreographed dance too.
Like I said, you can't have like everyone be the same, like, personality or whatever. Everyone's got to be different because you got to appeal to other people, right? Like different people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like as soon as you see the guy with the goatee and the tattoos, you're not thinking, "Oh my gosh."
Hey, don't
he's so
talk shit about
sensitive."
AJ.
I have no idea who's who.
You're talking shit about AJ.
I'm not talking shit about him, okay? I'm just saying, like, you know, his image is not that of a, you know, of a, like an emotionally available, sensitive dude, you know? At least
On
that's
the
not the
outside, at
character he
least.
plays.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely the bad boy for sure.
And then there was another guy that I always got confused with AJ, who looked kind of similar to him, but was not quite as bad.
Well, I don't think it's gonna
Anyway.
be Howie, because Howie is like the sensitive one, I'm pretty sure.
Who's Howie? I don't even remember what
He
which one that
doesn't
is.
he doesn't exist very much. He doesn't sing very much. Like he's kind of one of the minor singers.
He's
in
like
the
he's like one of
group.
the background people.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he doesn't really have like, you know, the solo parts or anything.
Okay, I
Which
just
is
looked it
probably
up.
why you don't know.
I was thinking about Howie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of Howie. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like from a distance, like him and AJ, they look kind of similar, right?
Do they?
Well, I don't. Well, okay. To my
If you're
untrained
blind,
eye.
maybe? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't really agree there. I mean, AJ's always got like the goatee and like the funky glasses and like the wild like
Yeah.
clothes. Like he's always very eccentric. Whereas Howie is kind of like your boy next door look, I think.
Maybe
kinda like-
maybe he was too plain.
Yeah, he's like very plain, like kind of like low key. Whereas AJ was very like wild, like he stood out.
He stood out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what was the lead singer dude? Like, what was his role?
There were a couple
that-
of lead singers. Nick Carter was like kind of like the pretty boy. He had, you know, blonde hair.
He was the tall blonde kid.
Yeah, the tall blonde kid. And then the other guy was like a shorter guy, but he was a really good singer. Like he was the actual like really good singer.
He was like the actual like he was the one that actually that actually had any talent.
Yeah, like whereas Nick like he was a lot younger than the other guys, so he had like kind of a higher pitched voice. And he kind of grew into it, but the other guys were more mature than he was, just from an age standpoint. And then you had the old guy, Kevin.
Yeah, he was like the mature one.
Yeah, he was several years older than the other guys, and two of them are actually cousins. I don't know if you knew that. The two of them were cousins.
Yeah, no, I saw that in the Backstreet Boys. Oh, did you watch that?
No,
The
I didn't
Backstreet
yet.
Boys
I found it though, and I
documentary?
added it to my list to watch later.
Yeah, that's where I learned that. It was, and I think it was.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
can't remember.
Are these facts from the documentary? Yeah, you better take notes, Bob, so we can compare.
No, it's a good documentary. Let me tell you. I watched it. I loved it.
Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. It's only 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or whatever.
But I mean, that's time you could be spent playing
Path
Girls
of
Frontline
Exile.
2
I could play
Exilium.
Exilium. I could probably play it while I watch. My phone plugged into a power bank. It'll be perfect. It'll be fine.
You could like play it while and watch while Raven's out for a walk, and then 2.5 hours later, you'll notice that Raven's paws are like bleeding.
From all the walk. Oh boy. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, but yeah, it was like I think the lead singer guy was like, I think he was cousins with Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're talking about Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
Brian
and
Littrell.
Brian was like Kevin's cousin, and he's the only one that's not from Florida. I think he was like from I don't know,
Kentucky.
Tennessee.
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin is from Kentucky. He used to wear a lot of like Kentucky, U of Kentucky stuff, I guess.
Yeah, Wildcats gear.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, you sure do know a lot about Backstreet Boys. Wait, do you actually like them? Like their music? Did you?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like a guilty pleasure. You know?
Oh, okay. All right. I was thinking, I was like,
And-
wow, for
and
someone that
also,
doesn't
like-
actually like them, you know, sure know a lot about them. But
Whoa, when did I say that
No,
I did not
it's
like
fine,
them?
it's fine.
I'm the one that told you
you
about
did.
the
You
documentary.
did, yeah.
No, but I learned the most about them from the documentary. But
Oh
like,
my god.
they are so like when my friends and I, and this is back when I was living, back when I was in New York, right? Like
Yeah.
my friends and I would go to karaoke every so often, and somebody mostly me, okay, like when we got drunk, I Want It That Way was going to get
Oh.
sung,
Oh
okay?
yeah,
Like
of course it was.
there
Yeah.
was like there's songs that like everybody always sings at
It's
karaoke,
my
like
top 3 karaoke song.
exactly, and like and then we've talked about this, right? Like every time you go to karaoke, someone's going to sing "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey, right? Someone's gonna sing some Bon Jovi song, right? And then someone's gonna sing Oasis Wonderwall, okay? I mean, these people are like all my age, by the way.
Is Brother Shout Backstreet Boys #1 fan? Don't count on it. Of course not, Bob, because that's
Yeah.
me. I'm the
Oh
#1
my
fan.
gosh.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like one of those songs that like, when it comes on, like like you get surprised like how many people know all the words to it. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
everybody's singing along.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel like maybe back at perhaps when they were popular, people probably didn't really want to admit that they liked them or they enjoyed the song, and then
Right.
the truth comes out.
Yeah.
And to be clear, like back when Backstreet Boys got huge, like I was in my 9 Inch Nails phase, okay, my Marilyn Manson phase, and I would hear like "I Want It That Way," and I'm like, wow, this is a good song.
So I was like that too. Like I listened to a lot of songs that were not Backstreet Boys at the time too, like bands. Like I was kind of like all over the place listening to things. So I was
Yeah.
like slightly embarrassed to say that I liked stuff like Backstreet Boys just because my look, like the way I dressed, you wouldn't think that I would like stuff like that. But no, I liked all kinds of different music.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they got popular. So Backstreet Boys got popular when I was in college.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that was like my 9 Inch Nails and Korn and
Yeah.
Tool.
Yeah,
and
those
Rage
were
Against
some
the
of my
Machine
favorite
phase, yeah.
favorite bands. I did like a class project assignment on Korn, one of their
Yeah.
one of their music videos. It was like show and tell. Like, what is this like? I had to like analyze the music video, and I picked Korn "Falling
Yeah.
Away from Me."
So here's the funny thing. Now that we're talking about this, I'm actually more embarrassed about how I used to like Korn than I do about like I feel more positively about how much I enjoyed Backstreet Boys than like Korn.
Why?
I'll tell you why. It's because I don't like what Korn has become, right?
Oh.
Like I actually saw them live. I actually saw them live 5 years ago. It was right before the pandemic. So we went to Aftershock. There's like a huge rock festival in Sacramento, and my friend and I went there because Korn and because Korn and Tool were performing. And like it's like their early stuff, Korn's early stuff, like their first 3 albums, legendary, incredible, right? Life is Peachy, and like but then like with the recent stuff, the stuff after that, like it just didn't really hit quite as hard, right? And I kind of get it, right? Like
They
you
evolve.
can't,
People change.
yeah, but it's really hard to like write like really emotive music, talking about angst and stuff when you have millions and millions of dollars. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And then so like every single album that comes out from Korn ever since then, ever since like I don't know 2004, 2005 or something, like I just get more and more disappointed.
Right.
But whereas like on the other hand, like 9 Inch Nails, like after Trent Reznor got married, he got married to whatever her name is.
So.
He basically like he made some songs, right? Like I can't remember like The Perfect Drug and stuff like that. But like when his personality changed, he stopped
What's up,
making
Goat?
like really angry
Wait, are you
music,
winning? Well, we won
and
2
I
games.
think that was good.
Does that mean winning?
Because like he wasn't in that headspace anymore. He wasn't like depressed and hooked on heroin anymore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was not relatable anymore.
It was not relatable. But you know what? Like 25 years later, yeah, man, I can still sing "I Want It That Way" with the best of them, and I know all the words to it. I mean, because of porn, I used to wear a lot of Adidas and Puma.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a chain in my wallet. I was wearing baggy jeans and stuff.
Oh yeah, I had a chain on my wallet.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever
I
wear
don't-
those like wide leg pants?
Of course I did. Come on, that was my that was my generation.
I had pants so goddamn wide that you couldn't like see your shoes. I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
They're like wider than
the-
your shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin made fun of me about that. Like we went over to his house for I went over to his house for Thanksgiving, and he was like, "Oh, he's like, Will, what's up with these jeans?" And he like picked him up. You know, he took him up, and he literally put his head into like one of
Yeah.
one of the legs.
Jinkos. No,
They weren't Jinkos,
not
but they were
bell
just like,
bottoms. No.
they were just regular like Levi's wide leg.
Yeah, yeah.
I never liked Jankos. Like Jankos, they always had like this. They always had like this obnoxious patch on them, and which
Yeah,
I
the
never
big
liked.
patch and then like the giant pockets and whatnot.
Yeah, and I never really liked them.
I think I had like one pair of those.
And then the funny thing was that like I feel like that's those initially got popular because of like industrial alternative you know, of alternative music, and then
Sounds good, Ghost.
somehow like
No
the
problem.
raver
Yeah,
crowd,
I'll
like,
grab you
know,
on the
then
next
in
one.
the early 2000s, you know,
Yeah.
like the raver crowd like
Oh
started
yeah.
started wearing them.
Yep.
And I'm sure it was mostly to like, you know, hide their pacifiers and drugs.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. Deep pockets. Speaking of ravers and stuff, Raven does this thing where I call it mosh pitting. When she's playing with like Cooper, she does this thing like where they're playing and I'm just standing there minding my own business, holding her leash. She slams her body into my leg. Like full sends her body, slams her body into my leg, and it hurts. And like she did that this
Like,
morning
for
like 3
what
times.
purpose?
So I looked this up. I've never closely had a dog like that where I had a dog and I let the dog play with another dog. So I'm just not like, this is my first time having this happen to me. So I'm looking it up, and I looked up like why does my dog body slam me during play? And I guess it's like they want to include you in their playing. Like, and what I call it is mosh pitting, because that's what mosh pits are, right? You slam yourself into each other and you're all having fun together. But that's what she does. She like just slams herself into my legs, and because you know she's not super tall, so where she ends up being is where my knees are. And she
So
just
it's either she's not super tall or you're super short.
well, I'm definitely super short, but yes.
But yeah, that does sound like moshing. It seems like
Yeah, she's just like mosh pitting into me. And it's actually, it was kind of funny the first time, but then she kept like doing it several times, and it actually really hurts, to be honest. And when Cooper and Raven were playing in the tennis court, like for like the 3 minutes, they were both like running towards us. And Cooper's dad actually like jumped out of the way like last second. I guess he's seen it before, so he knows what to expect. Whereas I am completely clueless, and I just like stand there and like herp-a-derp, and she comes slamming into me, and I have no idea it's coming. But I'm realizing it's a thing that's gonna happen every time when she does play with other dogs, especially Cooper. I think it's just labs play rough. Their playstyle is rough compared to other dogs, maybe. So that also may explain why other dogs might not want to play with her. I don't know. It's just some things that I'm looking up to try to like understand what's happening. But ouch, it does hurt. Like just literally just full sends into right below my kneecap. And then if she does it a couple of times, I'm just like keeled over, like oh my god, hold, like hold on, I can't move. I'm surprised my leg hasn't been bruised yet from it though. I'm shocked. Sometimes she'll have so much energy and she's just jumping around. She'll be off all 4 legs, like in the air, just jumping around like crazy. It's crazy how like athletic she is.
I feel like she was probably raised with listening to heavy metal or something.
Maybe. Especially with her moshing.
Yeah. What you should do is you should play Rage Against the Machine and see
When
how
this
she
happens,
reacts.
when it happens, or like the first couple of days we had her, she was insane, like energy, like crazy high energy. She would like jump over our couch, like on the the back, like where your back is against the thing when you're sitting down. She would jump over it, and not even us really provoking her. It was just her energy. She was just so energetic. We don't allow her to do that anymore, but the first couple days, it was just we couldn't stop her.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna have to train her to like
Calm down.
basically to not to not try to like take your legs out from under you with her mosh move, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind her playing like that with another dog, but it's like, bro, don't slam into me, please. Like, I can't handle it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like at some point
I'm gonna get
she's
injured
gonna, like,
or something. Yeah.
she's gonna like tear your ACL or something.
Or like someone else is walking her and she finds a dog that she wants to play with, and then that happens and they get injured because they don't realize that's gonna happen, right? Like my father-in-law or something is gonna like walk her, and maybe they come across a dog on a trail, and maybe they get friendly, and then it slams and she slams into him or something. That's probably not gonna be great.
Exactly. And then your father-in-law's gonna be like, hey, your dog shredded my knee.
Yeah, exactly.
I need reconstructive surgery, and you also,
Exactly. We'll discuss this at your annual review. Yes, no. Take notes. No gun. But yeah, that's why I wanted to have the play date though, because I knew they would play very well together, and I just wanted to see them play without me being on the leash, like on the other end of the leash, because I'm like I'm like holding on to, and my leash is her leash is not very long either. So then there's not much room to kind of run around. Like her leash is I think it's a 4-foot or 5-foot leash. So it's not very long. So if she's moving, I'm moving. If she's like doing, it's like the classic like you see in movies or whatever shows. It's like the owners get like tied up with the dogs, and like the leashes are just wrapped around their legs and stuff. Yeah, that's us. that happens every single time. It's just they go crazy. They just go crazy. Uh-oh.
telling you, we need to have a doggo play
Live
date
stream. I know.
Maybe we'll capture your ACL tear.
Oh,
like,
great.
You know,
I can show it to my orthopedic surgeon.
Exactly. And then it goes viral, and then you make $3 million after
Exactly.
a crypto rug pull.
He can use it for his lecture again.
Again? Oh,
Well,
he did it once already?
For my hamstring, yeah. I told him I had a video. He was like, okay, cool. Can you send it to me so I can use it in my lectures? I was like, okay, I'll burn it on a CD for you.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so you actually recorded it?
So I was water skiing. So yeah, I recorded it. I had DT hold it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you recorded when you tore it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that you recorded like the operation or
Oh,
something.
you know what? If I knew that was like an option and that was like a thing, I totally would have like asked him. Like, can you have like a video? Like, I don't care. Like,
excuse me, can I live stream this real quick?
no, well, not live stream. That would be a little weird. But I mean, I feel like that's kind of like a once in a lifetime event, and I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, they could probably use it in their lecture or something, right? That'd be pretty cool.
Or it goes viral on TikTok.
Or it goes viral on TikTok, and then I can. There you go. There you go. Oh my god.
Well, unfortunately, you've let that pass you by. And,
It's too late now.
Yeah, then your next opportunity to do this is when you tear your other hamstring. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't like that much. Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure it did not make you happy.
God, I hate running through this. It's so hard. It's so slow.
Now I have quit playing games with my heart stuck in my head. Oh my gosh.
Is that the song? Oh, wait, I think was it As Long As You Love Me, the one where they had the chair? They twirl the chair and the hat tip. Is that
I don't remember that.
I don't remember. No, that
in
was
the
like
video?
yeah, it was like really popular. Like that was like a thing. I forget which song
I mean,
it
don't
was.
get me wrong, it sounds amazing.
Like the folding chair. Like they would twirl the folding chair and then they would like tip the hat in their choreography. That is like an iconic boy band dance move.
Like I said, I don't remember it, but it sounds amazing.
What? Wow.
I learned a while back that what was it, Boys to Men, they have like a Vegas residency now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would probably be an ideal place for Backstreet Boys if they don't already have one.
I don't know if they had one before. I know Britney Spears did. Yeah, I feel like anyone that has a residency there, they have to be famous and popular enough that they can attract that many people, like night after night after night, like that. In
Yeah,
one
well,
location.
Celine Dion's residency apparently her contract is $1 billion,
Wow.
but her residency, her contract lasts, I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like 10 or 11 years or something.
I think Aerosmith had a Vegas residency. I think.
I was never really into Aerosmith.
I honestly wasn't either, but I have a friend that was like a drum tech for Aerosmith, and he got us tickets, like really good tickets when they were here in my area. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna go to this, I'm gonna learn some songs, at least listen to some of their songs. And yeah, they're not bad. I actually liked it. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could totally see like their live show being really, really good.
Oh crap!
Although the only song I could ever really identify is that was that video that had his daughter in it. I think it was called "Crying," something like that.
Don't Want to Miss a Thing is another song. I think it was in that movie. Wasn't that in that some movie? I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know what the song the movie is. Armageddon or something? Maybe?
Armageddon, yeah, Armageddon.
Crap.
Yeah, I give Aerosmith credit though for surviving the end of hair metal and being able to transition into something more lasting.
Oh, I ran into that guy. Alright, Ghost, I'm gonna send you an invite for a couple more games. But yeah, I think Aerosmith is done probably, I think.
Well, I hope so. They gotta be like 70 years old now. But
Yeah.
with Ghost coming on, you'll get another couple some dubs.
Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. He might be rusty.
I mean, are you still playing that that Counter-Strike mode?
No. I'm playing Zero Build regular, but it's the OG one, which they brought back, I don't know, a week or two ago, which is the guns, like the old guns and the map and stuff like that. It's just like from season 1, like way back. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of winter, actually.
What? It just started.
I know. It's just been really cold here and like just really windy. And with me walking Raven like a lot, I'm very tired of being outside in the rain. I mean, in the rain and also in the wind. I don't mind so much the cold, but when it's really windy, it's very hard to walk.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being cold, but also sunny, because then that's pretty nice. Or just no wind. Even if it's cloudy, at least no wind. And then like the really rainy and also really windy at the same time, that sucks. That really sucks. Especially if it rains all day too, and then like your jacket's kind of like damp, moist already.
Yeah, when it's damp, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. And I only have one shell jacket to rotate through, so it's like it's already been kind of moist and damp from previous walks, and it's just like, ugh, it's cold. It's just cold. It's gonna be very interesting when it's snowy and icy out and I have to walk her. Oh no, it's just me and Ghost? Shit, it didn't fill. Because she still does the thing where she like will pull and lunge when she sees a squirrel. Sometimes I can convince her to not do it. I can talk her down. I'll be like, okay, Raven, yep, I see the squirrel too. You don't have to go for it. You can just leave it alone. It's fine. I see it too.
Yeah,
and
just raise your hands and be like, Raven, you don't have to do
yeah,
that.
no, I do. I know. Sometimes I do that though. I was like, okay, relax. You're fine. And she's got these wrinkles like on her head, and that's when she's like fully alert and she's concentrating, focused so hard. And I just put my hand on top of her like head to try to get rid of the wrinkles. I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. If I time it right and I catch her before she actually lunges at it, I can talk her out of it, I feel like. Now, I don't know what that really means, like dog behavior wise. Like, is she trying to protect us from the squirrel? Like, she's trying to murder it because she hates it, and it's like, you know, it did her wrong before, and she's trying to like murder it, like protect us from it? Or she's trying to like eat it? Like, I don't know. But if I catch her before she lunges and I kind of talk her down like that, she can walk past it. She will still look at it and be focused on it, but she won't lunge at it. But not every time I can catch her in time before she lunges, right? I mean, she's a dog, so her reaction time is a lot faster, and I'm pretty sure she'll smell the squirrel before she even sees it, probably. But sometimes I can talk her out of it. Does Raven run after cats? So she's not as interested in cats than squirrels. Squirrels are her #1 absolute thing to chase and or be focused on. Cats, we've seen several outdoor cats. She will try to want to go towards them, but I wouldn't say that she lunges at them. But a few days ago, as we were coming back home from one of our walks, there was a outdoor cat. I'm pretty sure it's a stray, because I've seen it before. They were right on our like actual street, like our house street, and she was flipping out. She was flipping out, like she was barking, she was lunging at it, and we were like a good 50 feet from it, probably. And she was like lunging at it like crazy, just barking, like let me at him kind of attitude. And it's like, you know, if you guys have seen movies and TV shows where it's like you got the big ass like guard dogs and they're drooling and they're growling, and there's a dude that's like holding them back, or like the chain. That was me holding her back the other day. And I've never seen her do that with a squirrel. I think it was because she was protecting our house from the squirrel, from the cat. Versus, like I said, cats that are in our neighborhood but not in front of our house. I think there was like a difference there. She was like insane. Like, I'm in like a full stance, like trying to hold her back. It was crazy. I've never had her like that before. But like I said, we have walked past other outdoor cats, and it's been mostly okay. But that one though, the one that was at our like in front of our house, dude, that was nuts.
I feel like that should go on Raven's her TikTok or her Instagram account.
Her viral, could be her viral post.
Did you create a Instagram for her?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well, if you do and she goes Hawk Tua, yeah, it's a good sign.
Shields are so hard to come by in this mode. Then we can invest in Raven crypto coins. Oh my god. Cooper's dad is into like the crypto stuff. He was talking to some other guy on the walk that we came across once. That guy's dog's name is Blue, and they were talking about, I don't know, crypto and Bitcoin and whatever. I don't know about any of that stuff, so I have no idea what the hell they were talking about.
Sounds like they'd get along great with my coworker.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, the funny part was they weren't ignoring me while they were talking about it. They kept looking at me to like also include me in the conversation, which I appreciated. I'm just like, I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
I bet they were trying to see whether or not they could offload some coin to you.
Maybe. Just nod your head and smile. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I was doing. I was like, yep, yep. They're talking about like how they bought like Tesla at one point. And I was like, well, like the guy was saying, Blue's dad, he was saying, it was like, well, I'm not a Elon fan, but I'm not a Tesla fanboy. Wait,
well,
what?
If he's into crypto, he is a Elon fanboy.
I mean, you don't have to be. I mean...
Yeah, you do. Dogecoin went up after because of Elon.
Oh, shit. Run. It might just be a smart, smart strategy. Smart investment. Not necessarily that you like it. You like it like them.
You should get into their crypto conspiracy theory circle. Be like, hey, so I was thinking the other day, like, who shot JFK?
Oh my god. They're gonna kill me, Ghost. They're gonna get me. Come on. I didn't even kill one of them? I think I like 3 times with the shotgun. Bullshit. Bullshit. Wait, so, okay, wait. So I wrote out those cards today, the Christmas cards, for, Cooper's card. I looked up how to make a tinfoil hat. And I folded one up to put in the card to mail to them.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's hilarious. I mean,
I think it's
you know,
gonna be fun. I think he'll find it funny. I think he'll laugh.
Okay.
Now I don't know anything about his wife. I'm not sure if his wife is gonna laugh. She might just roll her eyes. I don't know, but I think he's gonna think it's funny, just based on our interactions on our walks. I think he'll laugh. I tried it on too. I was like, well, okay, it'll fit. I don't know if it fit his head, but it'll fit. It's a working hat. It'll work. It was kind of folded up though, but it was it's like a perfect fit inside the card. So he'll have to unfold it. But it shouldn't be that hard to figure out how to unfold the hat without breaking it. I use the good shit, the heavy duty aluminum foil that I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's professional grade.
Exactly. I almost thought I was like, well, how can I like make sure he unfolds it properly and doesn't like dismantle the hat, right? And I was like, well, do I put like a number on like the side to flip it? I was like, no, it's fine. I'm sure he'll figure it out. And if he doesn't, well, it'll just be a folded up piece of tinfoil then.
If he can't figure it out, then I'm not sure if he that
If he's
kind of
actually a
explains-
conspiracy theorist.
then that would actually explain him being a conspiracy theorist.
The one that blocks out radio waves. Exactly. Yeah, that kind. I made one that looks like a, it's supposed to be a pirate ship hat, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like Robin Hood instead. It looks like you're like Robin Hood instead. It's not the one that's like a molded to the shape, like circular shape of your head, and then like the stick that comes out of it. It's not that one. It looks like, it just looks like it's Robin Hood. Pizza. And then, Bob, Tubby sends me a YouTube link. He was like, ask Cooper's dad if he watches this channel. And I forget what it's called. It's called like, let me see. The YouTube channel. It's got like a few million subscribers to it actually, so it's not just some random weirdo YouTube channel, I guess. It's called The Y Files. WHY. The Y Files. YouTube.com/@ The Y Files. Yeah, the X Files. Kind of like that, but it's the Y Files instead. WHY. Apparently Tubby likes that. So, and
Is that the low budget substitute?
I don't know, and we all know Tubby, so I did glance through some of their videos. I didn't click on any of them because I don't want YouTube algorithms to think that I'm a conspiracy theorist Not that there's anything wrong with being one, but I didn't click on any of the actual videos. But they talk about like, I don't know, like aliens and stuff. I don't know. Tubby says that they basically explore both sides of things. It's like why was it aliens, and then they'll go through and why to say why it is not aliens, or you know, like the Earth is definitely flat, and then why the Earth is definitely not flat. It kind of gives both sides of things. So, I don't know. It's not really a tinfoil hat channel, but it's that kind of content, I guess. That sort of content. Tinfoil type content.
It sounds too scientific for a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like most conspiracy theorists, like they're looking for you know, positive reinforcement, right? Like they want to be told that they're right, not that
yes,
you know,
the
that
flat
they
is
could
Earth.
possibly be
The Earth is flat. Speaking of videos, I saw one that showed researchers able to regrow teeth. Interesting. I mean, that actually would be pretty dope.
regrowing teeth.
Yeah.
So I can get braces again.
Yeah, you didn't like braces?
Oh, I love them. Unfortunately, when I had them, they didn't have Invisaligns. I had the big brackets.
Yeah, I heard that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah, I don't sit around going, wow, I wish I had braces again. But, you know, it does, you know, it does kind of make it worth it when people are like, wow, your teeth are so straight. And I'm like,
They're not
wow,
natural.
okay. So those, yeah, it's like, so those years of pain were kind of worth something, I guess, you know?
Ow. Purple. This shotgun's OP. I got 2 shotguns now. 3 HP. Mm-hmm. My cyber security brain is very interested in your Google history now. Aren't we all, Gnome? I think we're all interested in what Bob Cobb the 13th Googles.
I mean, isn't that what incognito mode is for?
I don't like how incognito mode still knows, like, your location.
It does?
Yes. Because it still connects to,
Okay,
like, your internet or something, like your...
Yeah,
just...
yeah.
Well, because I use incognito mode when I, like, when I'm streaming, so, like, any browser that I use, like, when I pull up a web page, for example, it's incognito mode, but it still shows, like, if I go to Amazon, it'll still show, like, my zip code or something. If I go to shopping websites, it'll still show my zip code, even though I'm in incognito mode, which I absolutely hate.
You're on what? You use Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I use Firefox, and so incognito, like it'll ask me whether or not to share my location.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the problem with using Firefox though is that like sites like YouTube, like they intentionally like make it lag on Firefox. So sometimes like YouTube on Firefox, like the performance just kind of blows.
Interesting. Oh my god,
Like-
the game crashed. God!
Like the page loads slower and stuff.
I had a feeling we would win that one too, Ghost. God.
I think you should just go ahead and add a third dub and, you know.
Yeah, I literally thought, I had a feeling. I thought we were gonna win that game. Lego Fortnite Brick Life. What is this? Is this like Roblox? I like the
Oh my
motorcycle.
gosh.
This looks cute. It's free.
See,
It's like
this
a
is-
gym. I'm
this
gonna
is what's
get it.
happening.
I'm gonna get
See,
it.
Like,
I'm gonna get
basically,
it.
Fortnite is remaking every single competing game.
I mean,
know?
they're smart.
I mean, like what what was it? What did we play last year? The Lego one.
Yeah, whatever it's called. That game was
mean,
so
that was-
good that we don't remember what it's called.
That was basically
Well,
what.
it's
That
Lego
was basically
Fortnite, right?
Minecraft.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lego
yeah,
Fortnite. That
yeah.
was basically Minecraft, right?
Right.
And then, yeah,
Hey, that has
basically-
changed a lot, actually. I was checking it out earlier this week. It crashed on me too, just because Fortnite is dumb right now. But it changed a lot. The tutorial's a lot better. There's a new map. It's more like a dinosaur type map now, as in like there's dinosaurs in it. It's different. It's different.
Yeah, we didn't really get that far in that game, right? Like we basically like
Yeah, we didn't
got
get
to the
that far.
second biome, and then that was it.
Yeah. But the game's different now, though. Yeah, I think they improved stuff too. You got
Well, I
second
think
place,
the-
Ghost? Nice.
I think the only way we can go back to that game is if Bob Cobb comes and carries us.
I agree. Yeah, if Bob reinstalls and plays with us, we'll check it out
and
again.
carries us.
And carries, yes. Yes, and carries. Alright, well, sorry, Ghost. I wish they would fix the game so it wouldn't crash as much. It's really annoying. But, yeah.
Maybe
tired.
Ghost was the one that crashed your machine.
Maybe.
He did a DDoS on you, and
Maybe it was probably Gnome, because he's the one
Oh,
that had
yeah.
his blue screen or whatever earlier.
his
Bricked his hard drive or whatever it was earlier.
Exactly.
Ugh.
His cybersecurity brain crashed your Fortnite.
It never crashes for me. It never crashed for me before until this latest update season. You should have been wearing your tinfoil hat. Yeah, maybe if I had mine on, it would have been fine. It wouldn't have crashed. Oh boy. Okay, I think that I'm gonna give Raven a bath this weekend.
See, that's content. That would have been content.
She hasn't had her bath yet, like with us. So
See?
I think it's time for her
Exactly.
bath. I already have like the shampoo, the oatmeal and aloe shampoo.
And Raven's Instagram account for the real.
I mean, I can set one up. I can put a camera up next to us.
Wait, didn't you have a name for her Instagram account already?
Yeah, what was it? Raven Gonna Rave or something? I don't know. I remember what it is now. Hashtag Raven,
Probably
Raven
not-
walks
the
or
name's
something.
probably not even available anymore. I bet Bob's squatting on it and he's gonna charge you for it.
That does sound like something Bob would do. Definitely something Tubby would do. Oatmeal. Yeah, apparently oatmeal is a very common ingredient for dog shampoo. I had no idea. I
neither.
asked Biggie, and he said that's the kind of stuff he uses. So I bought a bottle, and then I did mention it to the vet when we took her for the first like checkup for her, and she said, "Yeah, approved." That's just the normal standard dog shampoo stuff. So
Yeah, the risk
I
is
don't
that
know.
Raven's gonna try to eat the shampoo.
Maybe Raven or us. That's a pretty good one. I mean, if she eats it, I mean, it should be safe, right? In case it gets on her eyes and her mouth, right? So it's probably like that because it's safe for her to do that if she needs to. And then
Well, it will certainly add fiber to her diet.
well, good because she needs it right now. But sometimes people put like lick mats for dogs, like put up on the wall, so they're preoccupied with licking, peanut butter or something off the lick mat, and then you can freely shower them or bathe them. I'm gonna try it without any special items. I'm just gonna we had already before we got her, we had already installed a shower head handle thingy, because before it was just the shower head, but now we have a shower handle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try that with her, I think, and see what happens. She might enjoy water. She might not enjoy water. I heard that labs really like water, and because she is probably part lab, she may or may not like water. But just because she may or may not like water, in a stream or something, or a river or something, that doesn't mean she would necessarily like it in the bathtub, though. So we'll see. Milo loves the bath. Yeah, I'm curious to see if she likes the bathtub. Does Raven love water? Don't count on it. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I will update you guys.
Hey,
For
you know
sure.
what? I mean, 8-Ball did encourage the doggy play dates, so
Yeah, it's true.
it is kind of accurate so far.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I would be very shocked if she wasn't an actual lab mix, and I would be very shocked just because looking up her behaviors and then adding lab behavior, lab body slams or whatever, and it's it tracks. And she kind of does the same things as Cooper does. And Cooper's a chocolate lab, which is not what she is. She is a black lab. So they're a little different, but still both labs. What does that really mean? I don't know. They're different colors. That's all I know. And I do have a friend that does have a full black lab, but they live in Massachusetts, so we have not not met them yet.
Ask them if their dog likes to roughhouse as much as Raven seems to.
I know that my friend likes to wrestle with the dog. I don't know that he body slams him. I guess I'll ask. Yeah.
No, what you need to ask is whether or not your friend gets body slammed by the dog. See.
Well, I think the difference is because Raven is playing with a dog and then body slams me. Otherwise, she doesn't do the same body slam, although maybe she does. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely looking it up. Body slamming is definitely a lab behavior. Maybe it's other breeds too, but it's definitely a lab behavior. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what other breeds she has in her I need that DNA test. It's like $100 on sale too.
Her 23andMe or her
Something.
Ancestry.com.
It's called Embark. I think the one I want to get is it'll tell you the breed, but it'll also tell you health issues as well. I think normally that one is $200, and now it's on sale for $140.
Wow, how can you pass that up?
It's expensive. And then some of them will tell you if they have relatives, aka other people that have used the same company to do their DNA test, and it'll tell them, oh yeah, you have a relative that lives in New York or something, right? What's actually really funny is I actually know that one of Raven's, well, all of her puppies, she had 7 puppies when she was in the shelter, the rescue group. And I didn't necessarily want to get in contact with the people that adopted her puppies because I read something about how dogs don't really remember like their mom, or the mom doesn't really remember the puppies after a certain period of time of separation. They just don't know that they're related, which is actually kind of sad. But I mean, they're dogs. I don't know. But there was one group. It was like alumni of the rescue group people that we went through, and I was doing a little stalking in there to see if I can find who like previously adopted Raven and whatever. And I found them, and then I saw that they had actually adopted Raven and one of her puppies. And the puppy was named Inky at the time. So they adopted 2 dogs. They adopted Raven and one of her puppies. And then it turned out that that family's kid, I guess, was allergic to them. So she brought both dogs back to the rescue group. And then they got adopted separately. Obviously, Raven went to us, and then the other dog went to another family. And since I found out that dog's name, I was basically just searching in the alumni group for anything called Raven. And I was able to find that the other group, they posted a picture of like the dog, and I was like, oh cool, well we ended up adopting Raven, and I kind of gave them a little bit of info on her, like, oh, she's really good, she's really smart, she's really into the squirrels though, so you gotta watch out for that. So and they actually ended up messaging me to say, if you want to do a play date sometime, let me know. Honestly, not really interested in it. I didn't want to be rude about it either, so I was like, yeah, okay, sure. She's having like a upset stomach issue at the moment, but we'll see. I mean, it's the holidays too, but honestly, I'm not really that interested in it. It's just another dog. Like, at this point, it's probably been a couple months for her, at least. I don't know how long it takes for dogs to forget their mom, or the mom to forget the puppies, but I don't really see any benefit of them meeting, to be honest. And I think these people, they said that they live like 20-30 minutes away from us, so it's not like we would routinely go have a play date with them. They're just, you know, a little bit too far for that. Minnie the dog PI? Exactly.
That's interesting though. I mean I'm talking about your trepidation about like having Raven meet her puppies. I guess like
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I could understand. Like, you'd be like, oh, huh, and they seems like they're kind of attached. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. Actually, I like I said, I stalked my way to the original lady that adopted Raven, and they posted like a video of like Raven playing with the puppy, and I was like, oh man, that's like kind of cute or whatever. But it's like, I don't know what to think of it. But I don't know. Not super interested in meeting up with them, to be honest. And then it goes back to we'll just stand there while our dogs may or may not play together, and then we're awkwardly standing there, like, making small talk, which I'm not a huge fan of as well. That was one of my reasons for not wanting to meet up with the dog, because I don't want to socially awkward meet new people again.
I don't know. What if they're gamers though?
They might be. I don't know. They
what
could
if they're
be.
like, hey, yeah, so you know Twitch?
Or I'll their son, or I think they have a kid that's like, 10 years old or something. They probably play Minecraft or like Fortnite.
Yeah,
you can have them carry us.
Or they'll you'll message them and they'll be like, hey, yeah, I just opened up an Instagram for the dog, and
exactly. Will you guys drop us a follow?
yeah, exactly. That would be really, really funny, actually.
That would be funny. I don't know.
Hey, it sounds like as of this week, as of the play date, or probably even before that, the dog is changing your life, Minnie. Like, it's
Oh yeah, she absolutely is.
Yeah.
She is. For sure. I'm looking forward to their next play date though, because then they can actually really play around in the tennis court, and I will get a video of them playing around. It'll be fun. It'll be cute. But then, it'll be colder and whatnot, and I don't know. So, we'll have to see when that happens. I think we're gonna take her to a daycare place though sometime. Not necessarily to drop her off every day to doggy daycare, which apparently is a thing if you guys didn't know. But,
they're all over the place.
Yeah. We might take her to one. Cooper goes to one. His dad was telling me about it, and it's like 6 hours for like $30.
Just to what? Socialize?
Just to do whatever they do, like drop them off there at 7 and pick them up at like, I don't know, whatever time 6 hours is later after that. I don't know what they do there actually. Like I said, I kind of want to check it out just to see, like, take a tour. Like, do they just leave them in a giant room so they run around and play with each other, or do they actually do something with them, give them puzzles like to work on? Like, do they have them run through agility things? Like, what do they do? I don't know.
Have them, you know, deliver for Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what they do there. But honestly, $30 for 6 hours. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, that's
pretty
pretty
decent.
affordable.
Yeah. Give them homework, exactly. But like, if we do end up doing it, we would only do it once in a while, like maybe once a month, just to get her to socialize with other dogs and be in a different environment than our house. Because literally every second that she's been here, she's been with us, like in our house with us together. So she doesn't spend a whole lot of time outside of our house. Like sometimes we'll, like I said, we'll bring her to DT's parents' house. But that's pretty much it. We'll go outside, walk around the neighborhood, and then we'll be in the house. Or we'll do the dog park. We've done it twice now. And then we'll do DT's parents' house. So it would be nice for her to socialize with other dogs that we know are sociable. The ones that we walk around in the neighborhood, some of these dogs don't really get along well with other dogs. Like, they're not socialized, some of them. And that can be dangerous. They could, like, start dog fights, basically. But I think also, like, this doggy daycare place, they also have boarding available too. So if we ever need to board her for anything, then she would already know this place, and we know that she's already been. So it's kind of like a trial for us. Like I said, we would only bring her maybe once a month. Plus, honestly, I have separation anxiety. I don't want her to be away from me. I want her to be with me forever, basically, like doing everything together. But sometimes you just can't.
Oh my goodness. So what this means is that the doggy daycare is more for you, not for her. Oh my goodness. That means that the first time you bring her there, you're going to be on stream and you're going to be having an emotional breakdown. You're going to be like, I'm so worried
Exactly.
about it.
She's probably fine. She'll be like, oh yay, doggy friends, whatever.
She's having the time of her life.
And I'll be crying in the corner.
Exactly. You're going to be on stream going, there's a part of my soul that's missing and I don't know if I'm ever going to get it back. And
I'll
then
leave.
DT's going to be like, get in the car.
We'll leave, get home, and then I'll call the daycare place. Be like, can you tell me how she's doing?
Can you FaceTime her? Hey, it's mommy. I love you. I haven't forgotten you.
Exactly. Yeah, I think I'm the one that has the anxiety here.
Yeah,
but,
Exposed.
Yeah. No, she does though. She actually has anxiety issues. But again, I think it's partly because it's like she's still new. Like there's like that 3-3-3 rule where it's like for adopting a dog, it's like it takes them 3 days to kind of settle into your home, and then 3 weeks later they'll show more of their own personality and behave and kind of be themselves a little more and get a little more settled in. And then after 3 months is when they're supposed to be like, they're really settled in, like this is who they are, like they're like, they know this is home, they know, like they're bonded with you, that kind of thing. So right now she might feel like I'm abandoning her every single time I leave the house and I don't take her with me. After a while, I think she'll settle down and it'll be okay. But bringing her to the daycare thing though will be good, because we'll bring her there, drop her off, so she'll know that I won't be there, but she'll have stuff to do, as in be able to play with other dogs and be with other people. Whereas at home, if I'm leaving, she's just in the house, either by herself or with DT, which is not the same as being with me. So it'll be... It's true. Yeah.
Raven's in for a rude awakening when she graduates from college and starts working and leaves the nest.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Just make sure she doesn't go too far when she goes out for school.
Exactly. It's got to be within driving distance of about 15 minutes, maybe, at most.
You're also gonna want to get her like what?
She has to come home to do laundry every week.
Yeah, and of course, like, you know, get the subdural air tag, you know? So you can trace her whereabouts and be like, oh. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's creepy.
No, she has an air tag though. Just a collar one, like on her collar. Yeah, I think like she will do well at daycare, cause she is sociable. She's not like an aggressive dog at all. Which I think they do like a trial thing anyway. Like they give like test you to make sure your dog is fine. They don't want any aggressive dogs in with them because then it's like crazy. They probably at one given time like they have separate rooms, I guess. Like they have dogs that are like low activity, dogs that are like medium activity, and dogs that are high activity. So it's like maybe your senior dogs are like in a separate room versus other dogs that are higher energy, they're in a different room. Will Minnie stay the entire 6 hours during the first dog daycare? You may rely on it. I'm just gonna be like, I'll just wait outside.
Exactly.
Do you have a window I can look through?
You'll be in the next room.
I'm just gonna stand in the lobby and just wait. Yeah, you should have seen me the first time, like when we had Pickle Dicks here visiting, and we were doing like a lunch buffet. And previously, I had left Raven in my car for like 10-15 minutes at tops. Like I would go to the grocery store, buy a few things, come back out, and it's fine. And she had done that many times already, so I wasn't worried about just 10-15 minutes. But when Pickle Dicks was here, we took her out to dinner a couple times, and I had already warned her. It was like, I don't know if we can leave her in the car for that long. We'll just have to play it by ear. And we're like having lunch, and I'm like panicking. I'm like, should I go check on her? We should have left my phone in there so we could video chat with my phone, AK with her, to see how she's doing. Like, is it too hot in there? Too cold in there? Like, is she tearing up my leather? Like, what is she doing? What ended up was nothing. She didn't really do anything. All she did was sit on the center console and just waited for us. That's really all she did. She didn't tear up anything. She was fine. She was just sitting there the whole time. I really wish she would just kind of lay in the backseat and just take a nap while we're gone. But at least she's not doing anything like bad while she's waiting in the car.
Yeah, she's not like ripping up the car. But what you just said confirms for me that you will be an emotional wreck.
Oh yeah,
during
yes.
those 6 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm not denying it. I'm pretty sure I will be too. I'm pretty sure I will be too. Yeah, we also took her to Texas Roadhouse, and I told Pickle Dicks, I was like, don't worry, like they usually like come out with the food really quick, so we'll be in and out. Like, you know, there's like no wait for to get in to get a table. We'll be in and out of there really quick. And Pickle Dicks was thinking, she was like, I wasn't worried about how fast we'll be in and out. I was like, yeah, but I was worried about how fast we'll be in and out since we're leaving Raven in the car. But she ended up being fine again. I mean, we were at that lunch buffet for like an hour and a half. She was fine.
My cousin, the one that she just got married.
FPS mode is
year,
cool.
But yeah,
it's pretty cool. I tried a little bit earlier.
Her now husband, they got a dog.
Yeah.
Probably at the beginning of the year or towards the end of last year, and like all of their social activities revolves around the dog. So for example, like they used to really enjoy like going downtown and going to art museums. I mean, I don't know if he really enjoys the art museums, but my cousin, she purports to enjoy them, right? But they can't take the dog into the museum and stuff like that, right? And so like they recently, when I saw them at Thanksgiving dinner, like they were talking about how much camping that they were doing, and I was like, what, really? Like,
you guys camp? We do now.
You guys can't. Exactly. I was like, wow, you're like one of the least outdoorsy people I've ever come across in my entire life, but yeah, they started camping because they saw online that camping was like is an easy activity that they could bring the dog with them.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
So initially, like they weren't really camping per se. Like they were basically like camping in the back. Like he has like a 4Runner, so they were just sleeping in the back. They would go to a state park and sleep in the back of the 4Runner.
Rami Cloud, what's up, man? How's it going, Ron? Good to see you.
They started buying like all this gear and stuff like that. And I was like, oh wow, really? It's like, what's driving all this? You're really enjoying it? They're like, well, I'm not sure if we do, but the dog definitely enjoys it. And I was like, okay, and they're like, yeah, it's because like in the beginning, like they were going to places that have like like running water and like facilities and stuff. But then, they started venturing out to like other, more secluded campsites that don't have those kinds of things, A
dog will change you.
Yeah.
Dogs will change you. I can't wait till we can take her camping. Me and DT usually do like winter camping, because then there won't be any bugs if it's, you know, cold enough. But this year, I mean, it's already a little too cold already for that. Plus, we're not ready with her. Like, I don't think Raven's ready to go camping. So I think next year we'll try to do it next year. But we'll play it by ear and see how it goes. But so we really have to work on her squirrel fixation though. Because if we're camping, we're gonna be out in the woods, right? Nature. There's gonna be a lot of squirrels. I can't even take her to the park, like where I go running. Like I used to go running on trails at the park. I can't even take her there anymore. For the first week, that's where I took her every day, and I just got so tired of her yanking my arm off because it's like squirrel after squirrel after squirrel. Like my hands would hurt from holding on to the leash. It was terrible. So then that's when I started doing like walks around the neighborhood instead, because there would be less squirrels. Still squirrels, but a lot less. But I think bringing her to like the trails in my neighborhood, like at the park, it'll kind of hopefully help prepare her for like a camping trip.
Yeah, she would certainly need a lot more discipline.
Yeah. She is walking like a lot better though, like in like a neighborhood walk. She walks really well now. Not 100%, but she walks way better than she used to the first 2 weeks. Like before the first 2 weeks, she would be like, literally my arm would be like stretched out so far and she would be pulling me. These days, she's not necessarily pulling. It's more like she's just walking faster than I want her to, which is a lot different than pulling. It's hard to kind of explain if you've never had that, but let's just say it's a lot better than it was before. Like it's actually manageable now. Sometimes I even walk with my leash so loose, like just chilling. Whereas before it's like I got to make sure I death grip the leash, else it's gonna come off. But we also train this kind of walking every day too. When we go walking in the morning, I don't do it I don't do it as much the rest of the day because you can burn out. They can burn out. I don't want her to burn out and, you know, flip out or something. So I try to keep it to a minimum the rest of the day. But the morning session is our major training session. Usually.
I don't know. I feel like you think you're training her, but I also feel like she's kind of training you too.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
She's trying to like figure out where the boundaries are, you know.
Well, that's one of the things with like dogs that are like really smart. They'll figure out like the loopholes, like what they can get away with.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's that smart, but she is pretty smart. Like she'll get things like pretty quickly. She'll like quickly figure out, oh, okay, this is what you want me to do. Like she might need reminders, but she'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'll do it. I remember now. But she's a smart little dog, which is good because that's what I wanted. I want a smart dog that I could train
and can introduce you to other people. Actually, I don't know if she wanted her to introduce you to
I
other
don't know
people.
that I
It's
wanted
kind
to.
of like an unintended byproduct, you know?
Yeah, definitely unintended, but I'm enjoying it. Like I said, like I said earlier, I'm enjoying the face-to-face interaction with people, especially people that are, you know, local to me. It's just kind of nice. Like before that, the only interactions I had was like maybe a couple people at the gym, and like, you know, the same people that I know at like the grocery store who have no idea that I even exist. Because, you know, it's like the same cashier, but they have no idea I exist. Not that I even talk to them about anything.
Yeah, but
you know?
they see like hundreds of people
Oh
a day.
yeah, but I see like the same couple people, so I was like, oh yeah, I reckon, yeah, that's the guy from the grocery store, but he has no idea who I am. Like we don't talk or anything, right? So like I said, it's really nice to be able to talk and have conversation with people in person instead of just like online.
You just have to get past the initial
The meat
awkwardness.
part, yeah. That's the big thing. That's the big thing for me.
Yeah,
But
it's
after
like,
that,
hey,
though,
what's
you
up?
know, it's
Not
good.
much, what's up?
Yeah, like the second, third time, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, I'm going to bed. Tired. GG's. I have to wake up.
Stream.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out as always.
Yep.
Good to chat with you.
Yep.
Bedtime.
Yep.
It's bedtime.
See ya.
It's bedtime. All right, brother. Shall I catch you later? GCW now? No way. I gotta get up in less than 7 hours, like 6.5 hours. So I'm already wicked tired. Gotta walk Raven. She doesn't stop. Gen Z? What is that? The heck is that? What is that? What is that even? Alright guys, I hope you guys had fun. Ghost, thank you for joining us. Sorry we didn't get a dub with you, but yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot to tell you right. Together, you plus me equals us calculus. I'm gonna go jam to that with my Sennheisers as soon as I get off stream. Alright guys, thank you guys for hanging out with us this week. I hope you enjoyed our content this week. I hope you had fun. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next week. No worries, my fault. Yeah, no worries. No problem. Thanks for playing. We'll catch you guys next week. I'll try and play on Wednesday if you're playing. I'm gonna try to play on Wednesday, Ghost. Yes. But if the game keeps like crashing on me, I don't know. It crashed a lot on me on this past Wednesday. I found out that if I played the OG, zero build OG, it was better. It was less crashing, but I don't know. But alright guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys next week. Tuesday around 1 p.m. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, thank you for choosing to spend your time with us wherever you may be in the world. I love you all. Good night. Bye.